Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling.
Hey, Daddy,
Every
this is
day I'm
Dolph.
hustling.
Boxingwoods.com.
Every
No
day.
matter what nobody say, man. Spirit, can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, your kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, you know, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar. I feel like he was straight up and down, no special effects.
Boxingwoods.com.
How can Canelo have the biggest deal? Your deal is for 300 million, and I made 350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on the app.
Boxingwoods.com.
I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
Boxingwoods.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the boxing boys.
Good morning, TBV. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another morning edition with the Boxing Voice Radio. Yo, good morning. Martin Luther King Day. Happy Martin Luther King Day. Hopefully you got the day off. You know, I don't do that. I don't know nothing about that. What is a day off, man? What is a day off?
Nigga X about me,
Nigga X about me, man. I'm a hustler, homie. Listen, we gonna have heavyweight Cassius Chaney on the show. And we're also gonna be discussing Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotions CEO, president, the owner, doing an interview, and it is his belief that Errol Spence Jr., the current IBF and WBC unified welterweight champion, will not only lose to Manny Pacquiao, the 8-division multiple-time champion, but he believes that he will also lose to Terence Bud Crawford, the current WBO welterweight champion, who has Undisputed in lower weights. So this is what we're going to be discussing, man. We're going to be discussing Oscar's thoughts on whether or not Manny and Terence both beat Errol Spence. I'm asking you guys. That's my question to you. Like, yo, is this just Errol Spence hate? And before you guys like, oh no, Ness, everything for you is hate. Why can't he just have an honest opinion? Well, you got to remember, he did try to sign Errol. You know, he did try to get Errol to have that fight with his name escaping me, Miguel Cotto. Shout out to Miguel Cotto, Puerto Rico. Right? So he wanted Errol to fight Cotto, and Errol wanted that Cotto fight, but the Cotto fight was attached to a Golden Boy contract that Errol did not want, right? And he did not eventually sign. And, you know, how do we know this? Because if you bought the book, which is titled Dark Horse, forwarded by James Prince, a boxing manager's memoir. This was a book written by Adrian Clark. He discusses that deal in his book because he was the one that brokered that deal and got the sit down for Errol and Oscar and the possibility of fighting Miguel Cotto. And, you know, that didn't work out. So, you know, I'm just throwing that out there so that you know, like, Oscar wanted to sign this guy. Could this just be some bitterness? Bitterness, not hate. Maybe bitterness is the better word I should have put in the title. But I felt like you need to know all the facts before you just say, nah, man, hell yeah, Crawford and Pacquiao beats Earl, I mean, look, and you can have that opinion. You can say, yeah, I do think that Crawford and Manny Pacquiao both beat Errol Spence Jr., but I don't agree with Oscar, or rather, I believe Oscar is just saying this because he's bitter, because you could be both, I guess. It can be both. But, when you read the article, I don't know, then you got to question whether or not you really want to believe that it's hate, or is it just simply Oscar telling a very possible truth, a very possible truth. I mean, look, Oscar De La Hoya says that Errol Spence will lose to Manny Pacquiao and Terence Crawford due to their technical abilities. And, look, how many callers do we get in here that call in, or trainers that we interview, people that we interview in general that believe that Crawford is highly skilled, technically skilled, the guy that can hit from both sides. And, I don't know that Manny Pacquiao falls into that category about being technically better, or his ability. Now Pacquiao does have ability and mobility, agility. Those are some of his strong attributes, the way that he can jump at you kind of like, cat-like, his reflexes. But technical ability, I guess that could be interpreted in many different ways, right? Because I feel like Pacquiao commits a great deal of mistakes, but they're not mistakes to him. They're not mistakes to him the way that, they weren't mistakes to a guy like Muhammad Ali having his hands down and pulling back. Those were things that made him great. So, but yeah, it looks like we got Corpus Christi Zone, Mario Monguilla. Mario, what's up? Just to bring you up to speed, we're talking Oscar De La Hoya's thoughts and opinions on whether or not, not whether or not, he's basically saying, look, Terence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao both beat Errol Spence because of their technical ability. And he goes into more, but I want to just, go right there because my first question to the community obviously is this hate, or is it the truth, in quotation marks, right? Like, is this the truth? Is Terence just technically more skilled and, a better boxer and would get the win? Is Pacquiao just that much greater that he would get the win? I mean, is this and should this be considered hate? Simply because, and I had to give the backstory. Obviously, Adrian Clark let us know clearly in his book that, he brokered a deal for Earl to fight Miguel Cotto. But, the unfortunate circumstances there was that deal meant Earl would need to sign to Golden Boy. So is this just Oscar bitter saying, man, that welterweight that we couldn't sign essentially loses to anybody since he's not with us? Why would I talk highly of him? Or is this just, a dude that was a former champion that knows boxing and really is a boxer at heart? So maybe technically he doesn't believe in Errol Spence when it comes to these two opponents. But what are your thoughts, man? I don't know if you caught this article.
Well, first of all, happy MLK Day to everybody. Woke up a little late, but I'm good. Nah, I don't think it's hate.
Forgive him,
I don't think it's hate because I think it could.
He's Texas time for those that don't know. He's an hour
Texas
behind
time.
anyway. So when it's 9 for us, it's 8 for him.
Word. So yeah, I don't think it's hate. I don't think it's hate because it could be true. Like, that's my truth for Crawford Spence. My truth is that Crawford is too skilled for him. Pacquiao, I think Pacquiao's more skilled, but I think Spence still beats him. I think Spence is skilled enough and big enough that he beats him. So I don't think it's hate. I really don't. I think that looking at it, a knowledgeable boxing fan could come to the conclusion that Spence loses to both guys. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, for it to be hate, it's got to be like crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like something that we know
And you know what?
happen.
Before you came on, I said out loud, like, oh, well, maybe hate is the wrong word, but is bitter the right word? Could he be bitter?
He could definitely be bitter. I could see that. Definitely be bitter.
But that doesn't
right
make
now.
this statement any less true or false, right? Like, you can still be bitter and this be your opinion.
Definitely. That's what I was gonna say too, and that's probably the best way to put it. This is the kind of opinion you could still be right, or like not you could still be right, like you could still be right and be bitter with this. The fact that he doesn't even have to say this, like he doesn't work with a single person in this like.
No dog in the race.
Exactly, no dog in the race. You know what I'm saying? No dog in the race. So it is a little weird. I wonder why that
phrase isn't horse, right? Isn't there more horse races than dog races? Or no dog? Maybe I said it wrong. Maybe it's no dog in the fight and no horse in the race.
All right, yeah, whatever. It could be that.
I lost them, guys. I lost.
No, I think you said it right the first time. I was actually trying to remember what you said the first time.
Well, the first one I said no dog in the race, but I think it's no dog in the fight, no horse in the race.
Yeah, there you go.
And I guess that depends on what circle you're around.
You should have just let that go, because I thought you nailed it.
No, because it depends what circle you're on. I mean, if you're around Peter, it's definitely what horse in the race. If you're around Michael Vick, then it's like what dog in the fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, let me get back into some of these details on the article, because it's pretty interesting. As you read it, you're like, well, I guess he isn't bitter. Maybe this is just the truth. And that's why, the phone lines will be open and actually are at the moment. 421-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, you could also add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation. And yeah, I'm looking for your opinion. Is this Oscar being bitter, or do you believe this to be your truth as well? Does Earl lose to both Terence and Manny Pacquiao? Look, and he can lose to both, in your opinion, and they still be spirited fights. They still be action-packed fights, where he lose respectably, but you feel that the living legend in Manny Pacquiao can beat him, or, obviously the, what many are calling pound for pound number one, Terence Bud Crawford, can beat him. Now, Oscar's reasons for picking Crawford, who is 37-0, he is like coming up on that Deontay Wilder record when he was undefeated. He's 37-0. He's 28 KOs, and he's being picked over Spence by Oscar because he views him as the better fighter, even though Oscar feels that he hasn't gotten an opportunity to prove that against an A-level welterweight, but he still feels that he's the better fighter. Now, I don't know. That's so vague, right? Like, better fighter, why? Like, what exactly makes him better? I hope Oscar gets in some more detail, but yeah, man. What about you? What do you think it is that makes Terence and Manny better than Earl, or are you only picking Terence to beat Earl and not Manny?
Yeah, I'm only picking Terence to beat Spence. Spence and Manny for me has been like one of the toughest things to try to figure out. I still think that if Pacquiao's still at the, ability to beat like a Thurman, then it makes it tough. But for Crawford, I'll specifically say that, I see him and he does everything right. He just seems to understand distance so well in the ring. It's like he knows exactly where he is, and it's like he knows exactly where his opponent is. And so, this isn't like shade on Spence. It's not like, oh, well, Spence is terrible. Like, I couldn't come up with a bunch of bad reasons or negative reasons why Spence loses. I can just say that I think whatever Spence can do, Crawford is just that much better. And, again, with Pacquiao, I don't know. I don't think Pacquiao beats him at this point. You know, maybe if that fight happened a couple years ago, but I think Spence has gotten enough experience, enough ability, and Pacquiao's, you know, gotten old enough that Spence beats him.
All right, so I got these quotes pulled up, and Oscar says, I have Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao beats Errol Spence. I think so, predicts Oscar De La Hoya, especially after Spence and Danny Garcia happened. I think Pacquiao beats Errol just because of the footwork and speed. Now, let's stop there. How big of a difference in an Errol Spence-Manny Pacquiao fight do you think that the footwork would be? Because Earl is so big and uses that jab so well. He showed us that in the Mikey fight and then again in the Danny fight. I don't know. What is footwork really going to do to a dude that's throwing 1,000 jabs a fight?
Yeah, I mean, it could nullify it a bit. I think that, yeah, it just depends. It depends what Manny we got in there that night, how far removed he is from the Manny that we last saw. But assuming it's the same guy, I don't know. I just feel like whatever he can do footwork wise, and we did have Teofimo on last night, and he said, you know, footwork and being able to move your legs is what has saved him many times. And I think that while you can have good enough footwork to get yourself out of trouble, I don't know if you can just be that good at footwork to overcome the size difference that would be there. You know, that would be my big thing, is I know at some point Spence lands, and, you know, can Manny Pacquiao withstand? That's my question. Or that would be like the question entering the fight to let me know, okay, does he?
Yeah, man. So, moving on, he says, one thing that people don't know about Manny that they underestimate is he's fast and he never gets tired. He continues to throw punches and he hits hard. I'm surprised he didn't knock me out, but I do have a good chin, but he hits very hard. What do you think about that? I mean, are fight fans, right? Because even you are saying, look, he doesn't beat Crawford, but he beats Pacquiao. So are you underestimating the 41-year-old's speed at this point? Or are you just saying, look, he was fast and he's 41?
I think it could be both if he were to win. But again, I don't believe he does. So I think right now it's about in his 40s.
Bro. What the hell? I thought you did. You was like, right now it's about, and there was a little slight pause, but then you came back. I don't know. Was it? I don't know. Well, whatever.
That was weird. Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was you having issues, but I think that's me. Yeah. So
Service
there we
must
go.
suck in Corpus out there, bro. You've been having issues like
dude, it's bad where everybody's home. So
all my life knowing you, but what is it? You got AT&T out there still? Uverse?
Nah, we got Grande now. It's like a local.
Wow, Grande sounds like a supermarket.
Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I think it's a deterioration thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that everyone, when they get to their 40s, loses everything in their ability. All I'm saying is that Errol Spence is a monster. Like, we're not talking Manny Pacquiao versus Porter. I probably pick Pacquiao. We're not talking Manny Pacquiao versus Ugas. I probably pick Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about possibly the best in the division. And I just, at this point, I think he loses to Crawford too. Like, this isn't nothing against Pacquiao. I think that these two young guys, it's their time. You know what I'm saying? Pacquiao beats him. I mean, my man's ready to go out in the sunset. Like, what does that say about the division? Like, we should want Spence to beat Pacquiao. Like, I don't care how big a Pacquiao fan you are. Like, if we have to watch Pacquiao ride off into the sunset knowing that he beat the two best welterweights we had to offer, at least one of them, like, yo, that's a detriment to this generation. It's like saying that last generation, those were the real welterweights. Like this, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm rooting for Spence, to be honest with you. I'm rooting for one of these guys to knock Manny off, but I honestly believe they could do it.
I thought I was gonna call him Floyd because that's what I thought he was gonna be. This generation's Floyd.
I heard you. I was like,
but I thought Keith could do it. So I think any of these younger dudes could do it. I just think Pacquiao's undersized, and he's older. You know, he's got to be losing a step. I mean, I'm only going off guessing, but he got to be losing a step, man. He got to. And Earl is big. Crawford is big. Crawford's on this knockout streak. You know, I don't know. Those are tough fights. But look, you know, Pacquiao is saying, I want a McGregor fight. So we'll see what happens there. But again, we're talking, you know, Oscar believing that Earl loses to both of these fighters. Remember, the number to call in is 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. And also, it is hold up, just got a message here. All right, so it is 9:22 and we're scheduled to have Cassius. Let me hit him up with that reminder. Should have been done that. But yeah, man, you can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype if you want to call in and let us know your thoughts on this subject. So Oscar goes on to say, I hope it happens very soon while they're both in their prime, but I have Crawford, said De La Hoya, in picking Terence over Earl. And I love Earl. I think he's a nice guy. He's a hard worker, and he has a good soul. But I'm going to pick Crawford because I think he has better tools. What do you interpret that? Better tools. That shit almost sounds harsh, man.
See, that's what I'm saying is I don't think it's about negativity towards Spence. I think it's about, you know, highlighting what Terence does, like more. Like I
pick Crawford because I think he. What happened there?
Man, you bounced off. You cut off. I didn't hear you.
Oh no, that wasn't me. That was
My apologies.
Yeah, when Francis jumped.
Oh, that was Francis. Oh, my bad. I didn't even know he came on. I didn't hear him. It sounded like air.
Nah, it was the YouTube playing in his background. But what's up? Good morning, Toronto.
Morning.
Toronto, good morning. Yo, snowing over there. What's the weather like, man? We need to start telling each other the weather in our.
You said Chicago?
I said Toronto, right?
Oh, my bad.
It's -3 right now,
it's
brother.
Crazy every time. Yo, hey, Mario.
No snow though, but I prefer it snowing because it's a little cooler when it's not when it snows. It's not as cold as when it doesn't snow.
Yo, the system doesn't like you, Mario. Every time Francis jumps on, he pushes you out, man. It's crazy.
I know. I noticed that.
What's up with that, yo?
That's funny. Yeah. But yeah, man.
You see how he fixed his hat? Like, you know, I'm the man. You know.
Why are you?
Yo, champ. So I know you got to have some thoughts on this. Oscar De La Hoya, the president of Golden Boy Promotions, is saying that not only Terence Crawford but also Manny Pacquiao both beat Errol Spence, but based off technical ability, and he's actually gotten into some good detail. I'll send you the link in case you haven't found it already. But I mean, yeah, without the actual quotes, because we read so many already. I mean, what do you think about this? I know that's your man's in them.
Yeah, everybody. I'll start off by saying everybody's entitled to their opinion, how they feel about a fighter. But with the fights he's had against, you know what I'm saying, Danny, Sean, you know, he showed that he got a good jab, he got a superior jab. Manny Pacquiao is 40 and Father Time is undefeated, so him pulling back the curtain and putting on a performance against Keith Thurman was great. But as you can see, coming down to the end of the fight, you know what I'm saying, he was running out of gas, running out of steam. Those old legs started to, you know what I'm saying, not be so strong underneath him. But at that point, Keith, you know what I mean, it was already behind, and he put a valiant effort. So to go back to Earl, that it's crazy for him to say that he can have his opinion with Crawford because they both young and they kind of in their prime right now. But to say Pacquiao, he's capping on that one for me.
I mean, but Pacquiao just beat Keith, man. You know,
Yeah.
and nobody thought that was gonna happen, right? He wasn't even a huge favorite. And I mean, he did it. He did it. I mean, you know, any other look when George beat Michael Moore, everybody say he turned back the hands of time. Why are we still calling Pacquiao old?
I just could call him old according to his age in boxing. Not even so much his age in like the real world, because he'd still be considered a young guy at 42. You know what I'm saying? In the world, but in boxing, man, 42 is old, man. 40, 41, 42, it's old. And Oscar, being an older fighter that fought at an older age, he would kind of understand like how, you know what I'm saying, the legs feel and the body feels, you know what I mean, at that age. So it's crazy for him to come out and say that, but you know how it goes, man. The older fighters always have something
Well,
to say. You know.
he
Go
said
ahead.
it's the speed. He said what people underestimate is Pacquiao's speed, that he's very, very fast. And not only that, it's that he hits very, very hard.
Understandable, but you're looking at Errol Spence, who's coming off of an accident. I've been off for how much long, and look what the type of performance he put in against Danny Garcia, who's a hard-hitting, you know what I'm saying, they would say flat-footed fighter, but nonetheless, he's not somebody that you can just push over and run over, you know what I'm saying. Danny Garcia is a good fighter, and coming off a car accident, who many people thought he would never be the same or fight again, to put on the performance he did with a jab and other things is crazy to think that Manny Pacquiao is going to give Earl the type of problem, being the smaller fighter. At that point, he'll be the smaller fighter. I just don't see it. I just don't see it.
I'm with you. I said, you know, based off the Errol fighting style and the fact that, you know, he used that jab so well in both of those fights with Mikey and Danny, you know, I just don't know why wouldn't he use the jab again versus another small guy in Pacquiao, you know what I mean? So I'm
And
with you.
You'll time Pacquiao as he's jumping in, you know what I'm saying? And you know that the jab usually, does the jab offset you? Every time you throw the jab, you got to kind of reset before you punch. And Pacquiao punches in bunches, so it's going to be a lot of resetting with the jab in his face for me all night.
But that's where Oscar is saying his speed, but the footwork. And a lot of people call Earl flat-footed, man. You know what I'm saying? So he's saying, listen, his speed and his footwork is gonna be too much, not to mention the power that people underestimate.
Yeah, you can never underestimate the power, but footwork. I mean, former football player, an actual athlete. There's no way that they're gonna tell me that Pacquiao got faster feet, you know what I'm saying, than Errol Spence at this point in his career. I wouldn't say in his prime, but at this point in his career, be the younger fighter, I can't. That one not good for me.
The only way he doesn't have faster feet is if he's slowed down. Like in his prime, his feet, you know, as fast as they come, fast as they're made.
No doubt.
You know, but it's like, how much has he deteriorated? And I hate using that word, but I can't think of a better one. How much has he lost since, you know, after this time has passed? Like, it's different when you're younger and you fight once a year, you know, twice a year. You know, your body's preserved better. Like, things are different, you know. But when you're older, you know, that between fights, that's a long enough for you to completely get old overnight, as they say. You know, that saying is a bit misleading because it's not overnight, but it is in a much more, you know,
in
quicker time frame.
Feels like overnight, Mario.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Because we don't see him all the time, you know.
Right. Feels like overnight. Like, but it could take 6 months, 8 months that you don't see the deterioration because he's not in front of your face, in front of the camera. But it's happening in the workouts, in the gym. They know, the fighters know. But if you're looking at a young fighter like Errol Spence, and you're gonna say to yourself that Manny Pacquiao is gonna have faster feet, or, you know what I'm saying, he doesn't have a better jab, you know what I'm saying? When I looked at Keith Thurman fighting Manny Pacquiao, how much time did Keith Thurman go in the high guard? Not very many. Spence goes frequently from the high guard, and being the bigger guy, he gonna hard guard the shit out of Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? And hit him to the body. He gonna go right to the body. Let's see how them fast feet get out of the way, you know what I'm saying, of getting hit to the body. That stick gonna be on him all night, pause, you know what I'm saying? And he gonna do everything he gotta do.
Message.
Yeah, Stick Top Boxing with a super chat that says Oscar been playing with the booger sugar. I say promoters get drug tested before they make comments.
Oh man, y'all terrible. Next one is from. No, did you get the show, kid?
Nah, I missed that one. Go ahead.
Damn, so that's all y'all think about Oscar now. All them years of great fights. Now, this is all we think about Oscar. Showkid says cocaine is a hell of a drug. Oscar capping. Manny ain't beating Spence. Bud is a 50-50 fight. Spence is far from slow and has all the fundamentals.
They capping. I'm telling you, man. You got to prove it again and again that he's a superior boxer. He's been proving it against superior boxers with just a jab. And now we talking about, oh, he hits hard. Y'all forget how big Spence is, man? You know what I'm saying? Dude got punch resistant, man. Punch resistant. So, and he fights different. He fights in levels. You know what I'm saying? He just don't headhunt. He you know what I'm saying? He throw the jab, he swing it to the body. You know, he has so much different ways, you know what I'm saying? Faster feet to get his feet to the outside, being a southpaw, you know what I'm saying? And put some work in. So it's going to be... Yo, let's make it happen. I remember specifically Oscar De La Hoya because you made the comments. I'm talking to you specifically, and I know you're gonna hear this because this is the voice of the people. I remember specifically when Errol Spence fought Sean Porter, I think it was, or Mikey Garcia. Manny Pacquiao jumped in the ring. He said, "Manny, we can do it right here, man. We can do it right here." Right here, 50, 60, 70,000 right here in Texas. And he said, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? The fight didn't happen. He didn't want the fight. You know what I'm saying? Because what he saw that night was something that he didn't think he could deal with. But what did he do? He picked off a Keith Thurman, coming off injury as well. Keith was coming off an injury, just like Earl was coming off an injury from the car accident. But you seen the difference in the performances. I'm just saying.
I hear you, man. So listen, you sound very confident that Earl would beat Pacquiao. Are you equally as confident with logic, obviously, about Crawford? Because, you know, Oscar is saying he'll lose to both. And let me just bring you up to speed.
Yeah.
When talking about, you know, Crawford, you know, Oscar says, here we are. He says, look, I hope it happens very soon while they're both in their prime, but I have Crawford, said De La Hoya, and picking Terence Crawford over Errol Spence. He says, I love Errol Spence, and I think he's a nice guy. He's a hard worker. He has a good soul, but I'm going with Crawford because I think he has better tools. So now you spoke of the jab. What tools do you think Crawford has better than Earl, in your opinion?
The tools that I've said this many times. I'm gonna say it again. The ability to switch between southpaw and orthodox at any point smoothly within a fight always will pose a problem. You know what I'm saying? And he got power in both hands in Terence Crawford, who I'm talking about. So those are things that you have to worry about. You have to watch when it comes to it. But I feel like I know that Spence has a better jab to me, and he goes to the body better, and he'll be the bigger fighter. So you have advantages and disadvantages on both sides, and that's why it will make the fight a great fight. You know what I mean? But I'm a roll. I don't believe, you know, and he's rolling with Crawford, and that's good. That's his opinion. A lot of people rolling with Crawford. A lot of people rolling with Errol, man. That's what makes this fight needs to happen, man. And Manny Pacquiao's kind of in the way. What are you saying, sorry?
I was gonna say you wasn't here, but you know, I've reminded everybody that Pacquiao wanted to sign Earl. Like, he offered him the Cotto fight. We know that through buying Adrian Clark's book. He brokered the deal, and it's like, is he maybe bitter? Maybe he's saying Earl loses to both because he ain't get to sign the big fish, or is this just, you know, a dude who was a former multiple division champion and has a true boxing opinion?
Yeah, of course he's hating, man. You gotta remember, he was on Spence. He was on Spence like, oh, I want to sign Spence from long. He's such a great fighter. He's the best. He's the truth. He's the truth. He said the same thing when he said, oh, should Ryan fight Tank? No, he's not ready. No. All of a sudden now he ready. Oh yeah, he's ready. Oh yeah, he's ready, man. Oscar, man. You was a good fighter. You was a great fighter in your day, man. Shout out to Oscar De La Hoya.
All right. Well. So what else does he have to say? Huh?
What else? You got any more quotes?
Let me see. I'm looking. I'm skimming.
Cause
That's about it when it comes to Earl losing to both Pacquiao and Crawford. He gives his reasons. Why Pacquiao and Crawford both beat. Just a summary: footwork, speed, underestimated power. And the fact that he doesn't get tired. That was one thing, he made clear. He said one thing that people don't know about Manny Pacquiao that they underestimate is that he's fast and never gets tired. And that is a problem, dude. Like when you want to take a round off and this dude is coming forward mentally with that pressure, let alone the punches that he's letting fly. Yeah, man, those can be some difficult things to deal with.
Hey, how much times have you heard me say on this show that when fighters get the fights that are big, they train different. They get up a little bit in them. They you don't have to force them to get up in the morning. They get up in the morning, do what they got to do, and work out. You understand what I'm saying? You know the type of monster that's in front of you. You have to prepare accordingly. If not, it will show in the ring, and everybody will see that you didn't prepare. So if you didn't run the miles you're supposed to, run the sprint you were supposed to, you're definitely going to gas out. I haven't seen Earl gas out in the fight. Just run out of gas, run out of steam at any point. So it's going to be will against will. Big against small, you know what I mean, in terms of size and speed against what? Power? Because Earl got power too. Earl's fast too. So
but does he got Pacquiao power? Pacquiao has, does he have Pacquiao power or am I wrong? Like
what kind of power? Can you give me an example?
Because who's gotten the stoppages more, right? Like Pacquiao has more stoppages, right? And then Earl hasn't been able to get the stoppages on the top level where at least, Pacquiao has knocked out his Ricky Hattons of the world and whatever other elite fighter you may consider.
Yeah, I wanted you to play the Keith Thurman soundbite.
Which one? Pop? The pop?
Yeah, you said you got some. What kind of pop?
Yo, you gonna act like Pacquiao ain't got no power? You out here tripping.
No. I wanted you to play that pop. That's the Keith Thurman. But no, of course Pacquiao. Man, Pacquiao hit Keith Thurman with a lunging, sweeping.
No. He ain't pulled the trigger.
Nah, that's the wrong one. It's this one.
I already got some pop. Yeah. Already got some pop.
Definitely got that pop, man.
But he what is it? A sweeping left hand or right hand he threw and hit Keith Thurman's eyes rolled in the back of his head like, oh, what just hit me? And he didn't even plant and land on that. So definitely, but y'all mess around and see Pacquiao get hurt in this fight against Spence, man. It's a different type of fighter, man. He deliberately goes to the body and he gonna try to high guard walk Manny Pacquiao down.
Yo, but
I'm just telling you right now.
But truth is, looking at BoxRec, Pacquiao hasn't knocked out nobody since Lucas Matisse, and obviously Lucas Matisse isn't the best name to say that you knocked out because, at that point he was semi-damaged goods. This fight took place in Malaysia. He didn't knock out Jeff Horn. He didn't knock out Jesse Vargas. He didn't knock out Tim Bradley. He didn't knock out Floyd. He didn't even knock out Chris Algieri, who I'm pretty sure Earl knocked out.
Savagely stopped him, boy.
Yeah, so like Manny Pacquiao actually hasn't had a true blue knockout since like Miguel Cotto.
Crazy.
That's insane when you go on BoxRec. I mean, but that goes to show that Oscar could be right. Like technically, that's how skilled he is. That he beat. Because look, since Miguel Cotto, which was in 2009, the last official TKO that he got in the 12th round, right? After that, he fought Joshua Clottey, decision, Antonio Margarito, decision. But these are all world-class fighters like Antonio Margarito, decision, Shane Mosley, decision, Juan Manuel Marquez, decision, Bradley, decision. Then he loses, You know, the split decision to Bradley, which people called the robbery, right? And then he comes back and he gets knocked out by Marquez. Then he comes back, decisions Brandon, decisions Bradley, decisions Algieri, loses to decision by Floyd, decisions Bradley again, decisions Vargas, loses to Jeff Horn by decision, KOs Lucas, decisions Broner, decisions Thurman. Listen, Jesus, that's a lot of fucking names, bro. Oscar could be on to something, man. There has to be a lot of
he is on to something.
elements there, bro. You don't just beat all those dudes by decision. Like, this is and look, maybe that's also the thing that Oscar's saying. They're underestimating his power because he isn't getting those knockouts. But when he punches you, you know what I'm saying? You feeling that shit.
Let me ask you a question. Right on that point. You segued right to it. If Keith Thurman wasn't going backwards with his chin kind of in the air, would that shot that Pacquiao threw, would it have dropped him?
Probably not. Probably not. He definitely was stepping straight back, you know, chin in the air, and he got caught, you know. Probably not. You know, he's taking other shots, you know, but who we will never know. We will never know. But the thing is that the way that this resume reads, dog, I've never seen anything like this resume in terms of consecutive. Like, bro, after Miguel, there isn't a name on there that is like barely known, right? I guess Joshua Clottey's the and that's now, right? That's like if you're a new boxing fan, then you're like, man, who the fuck is Joshua Clottey, man, that dude ain't nobody. But like, if you're not a new boxing fan, geez Louise, man, reading that shit out loud, you got to respect this man. Holy shit.
Yo, quick question, bro.
That's like 20 world-class fights, man, that I read off, bro.
A lot, man. You can't make that up.
Nah,
you can't make it up.
Nah, it's gonna be hard to, you know.
So who punches harder, Keith or Spence to you?
Keith or Spence?
Errol.
Man, it's hard to tell, right? Because, and hear me out.
Yeah.
When Keith was one time, it was over some names that, you know, we know but aren't the top. And when Earl was the truth, it was over some names that we know, but it wasn't the top. Like, Earl is showing that he's the truth. Like, the truth is I got a whole bag of tools. I don't just bully people like y'all thought. That's the truth. But he ain't showing like, the truth is I got that power. Nah, that power, like, you ain't knock out Mikey. That was the biggest indictment. Then you ain't knock out Porter. Then you ain't knock out Danny, another small dude moving up. So it's like, it's over for that. You are a good boxer as well. Maybe you hit hard like Pacquiao, but you ain't knocking people out like that. I don't know. I mean, maybe he comes back and he knocks out Crawford. But
when was the last time Keith got a knockdown, if you don't mind me asking? Do you remember?
Knocked down?
Not a knockout, just a knockdown. Like, he knocked down somebody.
Damn, I'm gonna have to look it up, bro.
All right, I'll give you some time. Because I know Pacquiao just knocked down Keith Thurman, and I know
Keith ain't
but Sean in the 12th round.
Ooh,
That's
right.
What's done for me lately in terms of knockdowns. So I just want to know.
Shit. Lopez. He put Lopez down in the second round.
Okay. So they all kind of like on the save, like, you know what I'm saying?
They all
like,
still showing some sort of pop, but not on that top. You know, they all showing pop, but not on that top. You know what I'm saying?
That Crawford 8 knockout streak pop.
No, because we talking the same thing. See,
because he's the only one that's on a knockout streak, right? If we're really looking at it at 47.
But again, he's not knocking out the top. He's showing the pop.
But he ain't doing it at the top.
He ain't, exactly. He's showing the pop, but not at the top. You know what I'm saying? And that's what none of them are doing. None of them are doing that. Like Earl, I guess he shows some pop, like you said, with the knockdown. And that's truly But it could be argued. See, as an Earl fan, you'll be like, yeah, you know, Porter's an elite level welterweight, and he knocked him down. Nobody else got an elite level.
I'm more about it in the 12th because it was later in the fight, 11th to 12th round.
But Broner did it moving up.
I agree with you. And he did it late too.
Exactly.
He did. I think he did it in the last round, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought it was the 11th for Broner.
Then wanted to either switch 12, 11, 1. They dropped them. It was late. But we already knew Broner had pop. You know what I'm saying? We're learning that Earl got that late round pop.
Yeah, but is it Porter? Is it Porter that gets lackadaisical and makes the mistake, or are people showing pop? You know what I'm saying?
That's true too. That is true too. But the Josecito knockdown was kind of the same thing. How Pacquiao got him. He was moving back.
Porter was 12th round with Broner. 12th round so they both put him down in the 12. And look, when I interviewed Ken, who's also gonna be on the show, what date do I got him scheduled for? Man, the calendar is getting booked, but this is how I like it, and this is what y'all wanted, right? Y'all wanted to know who's gonna be on in advance. Ken Porter interview is scheduled for February 3rd, 7:30. Ken Porter will be on the show. But I brought him up to say that when I spoke to him one time about that Broner knockdown, he said that Sean lost focus, you know, and he does that. Like, you know, he's got to stop losing focus. So is that a father? But is that a father just defending his son or making an excuse for his son? Or is that, you know, the truth, right?
Yeah,
is it a truth?
Fact, yeah. And that's the next thing. It could be just the fact that he switched off. You know what I mean? And it could also be the fact that you checking that? Okay, somebody got it. But yeah, go ahead. It could be the fact that he switches off, but it could be the fact that he got the chin where if you touch him at the right spot, he gonna fall, man. That's how I look at it. Now, if we're looking at it, Keith Thurman dropped Josecito Lopez, but I could have swear it was a shot like moving backwards, in my opinion. It wasn't like a solid standing shot where he boom and he dropped him, right? But think about it.
I already got some pop. Already got some pop.
When Manny Garcia fought Keith and Sean, he complained about he won both fights. I didn't hear no complaint when he fought Earl. That's how you beat somebody where he like, you know what? Yeah, he was the better man tonight. There was no question about it.
No, and I like what Earl made Danny say. Like, I couldn't get around the jab. Like, there was no excuse. You're right about that. But I'm not one of them dudes. That's never been me. And you know, hopefully you'll hear it in shows to come, and people have heard it in past shows. But like, I'm not one of those dudes that make excuses. If a punch made contact, I don't give a fuck if you trip, if there was water, if the ref shoelace was there, your mouthpiece, you tripped up. That's not my problem. The rules state if there's a punch and contact is made and the result of that punch leads to a knockdown seconds after, that's a fucking knockdown. You understand?
And that's why you call the Keem Mario thing a knockdown.
Yeah. And I'm very consistent. I'm very, just like I thought Crawford Velasquez was a knockdown. You know, I'm very, very, very consistent with that. I don't like people getting robbed of they. Look, Ugas Porter, that was a fucking knockdown. That was a knockdown. I don't give a fuck what water. Listen, that water is the result of the corner. So don't fight in the opposite corner because you can't control them putting the water. You can control your own corner putting that water. Now outside of that, you got two other fucking corners to fight in. So it's your job not to slip. He landed that punch. That was a knockdown. You understand? But, you know, some people get favoritism. Some judges, it's up to, that's another issue with the Queensberry rules is that it's up to the judges, or excuse me, the referee's discretion as well. So you know, if the ref don't say it's a knockdown, that motherfucker ain't no knockdown. But we know what's a knockdown. We know, and we know what the rules state. So, you know.
Like now you got now you really got like my mind going like in terms of like the like who really got that power 47 right now, like who really that dude that can, like, you know what I'm saying, surprises and knock out a top level dude. Like I know Spence is punishing top level dudes, like punishing them for 12 rounds. Fact though, they taking year and a half off. But
I don't know if there's anybody. I mean, I don't know that there's anybody, and the only dude that is showing that, but it has to be proven is Crawford. You
Right.
know, but no one else is showing, not even showing. I mean, again, you could grab on the little strings like you are with the 12 round knockdown. Then yeah, throw Earl in the category because he's getting a knockdown in an elite level welterweight fight. Throw Keith in there, and I don't know because I mean no one considers Lopez. No.
Yeah, top level. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. No one considers Lopez top level. Mikey ain't getting no knockouts. Ugas ain't getting no knockouts. Danny ain't getting no knockouts. Vargas, you might have to put Mikey in there because he knocked down Vargas.
Yep. At 47.
Let me see how many times he knocked him down because I don't even know if Pacquiao. I'm gonna check if Pacquiao knocked him down too. But Vargas was down.
I know Broner
only
didn't
once.
either.
He was down only once. Let me see how many times Pacquiao put him down, if any, because he fought Pacquiao many moons ago, and that was in 2016. Vargas was down once. So, yeah, you got to throw Mikey in the conversation. He knocked down Vargas, and only Pacquiao knocked down Vargas, right? Who else knocked down Vargas? Going through his resume, looks like only Manny. Who else put you down? Champ. Looked like nobody put him down. Oh, Vargas down in the second by a body shot. Oh, but that was my boy. You know, he caught a body in the ring. Lucky boy, I'm a tosso. Even though Jesse won that fight, and I thought he lost that. Let me tell you something. I've been watching Jesse all his fucking life since the old Spike TV, since it was Golden Boy on Spike TV, and he was trained by Roger Mayweather. Okay.
Yeah.
And I thought Jesse lost to Josecito Lopez on Friday Night Fights, doggy. Many moons ago, 2011, like Josecito beat him, man. Listen, Josecito, I think lost to Jesse and Mike Dallas maybe on Friday Night Fights many moons ago, and no, he actually beat Mike Dallas. So who was it? He lost to somebody else on Friday Night Fight, and I'm like, damn, they robbed poor Riverside Rocky, man. Let me see.
Fight. That's that Mexican style again you talk about. You just can't. You can't, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to prepare for it.
Yeah, man.
It's hard to prepare for it. So these guys can't be laying claims to be in, you know what I'm saying, the you know, I'm gonna stop you, I'm gonna knock you out when, you know, they haven't done it, man. They haven't done it. Yo, we got our first guest, man, on the line.
Champ, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
All good, man. So we caught you just getting out the gym?
Well, I just finished conditioning, and then I'm back at the gym now. You know where we live at.
Yeah. Can you turn that camera around? Let these people see the champ.
Is it on now? Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. But,
Yeah, why you think you can flip that sideways too? Just
Yeah.
So you say you was doing strength and conditioning?
Yeah, man, we had that first this morning, and then we usually be training at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
But
Well, you breaking
individual day, so
You
we'll
break
probably
up-
do drills.
You breaking up a little bit. Maybe you might want to find something nearer the modem or whatever, the Wi-Fi closest. I don't know. But yeah, if you could just tell me some of those exercises they had you doing, man, I would be very interested in knowing, man. Just you know, for our own purposes here, you know.
Today was more like legs and balance. You know, a lot of balance, lunges. Like you hold a kettlebell and you kind of do a lunge back.
We losing you, champ. That service ain't working today.
But damn, man. All right, hold on. Let me
no love.
turn it off.
So let me drop that Wi-Fi.
Too many of the fighters on that Wi-Fi, man. They hogging the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Does it work better now?
Yeah, well, we hear you better. All right, and we see you,
What's up, coach? Yeah, the coach just got here. That's why they talking to me. All right, is it working better?
Perfect. So you was telling us that you hold the kettlebell over your shoulder and you're doing lunges forward?
Yeah, we go backwards. You go backwards. You know, you lunging backwards. So you're on one leg and you're lunging backwards until you touch the ground. You get what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So it's more of a balance exercise, and you're exploding up.
You ain't recording none of that for IG, huh?
You ain't get that?
Yeah, I heard you. What I said is you ain't recording none of that for IG. Like no, to show how it look.
Oh, I think he did. But he sends it to me, and then I'll post it. I gotta see how I look. If I look fat, I ain't posting.
So champ, you got anything cooking? You get any words, man?
First we did, and then now I'm not sure what's gonna happen. First we got a few offers, and for Ring City or something like that.
Yeah.
But I understand why we were offered for Jermaine Franklin.
Okay.
And of course, I've been wanting to get that fight for a long time because he beat me. He was my last loss in the amateurs before I went on my little streak.
Undefeated American heavyweight too. That's a good fight.
Yeah, man. But it was like I understand where his team coming from too. That the offer was just like it wasn't right. It wasn't right.
But the offer from Ring City or the offer from you guys to him?
Ring City.
Okay.
So basically,
what they willing to pay for the fight?
We were, huh?
It was basically what they willing to pay for that fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, which is like crazy, man. It was
like put respect in the check, man.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of just disappointing what goes on in like the American boxing realm. I just feel like if this was two UK fighters and they was willing to fight at undefeated time, they would get paid accordingly. And that's just being real.
Definitely. So, man, some of your contemporaries about to really mix it up, and I want to get your thoughts. I'm actually like as mad as I would be if it was you fighting one of them, because I love all three of y'all, man, and I've been watching you all come up. But Darmani Rock is about to fight my man Mike Polite Coffee, man. What you think about that? We talked about Polite the other day, trying to make it down to you guys and not really getting there, but I almost feel like, is it too soon for Mike Polite, simply because he was this Marine that his boy was like, yo, you think you tough? I'm gonna sign you to Golden Glove. It wasn't like Darmani, who's, he beat Cam Awesome in the amateurs. Like, Darmani's been groomed for this. Like, I guess the knock on Darmani is how he looks can be confused for laziness, but it might not be. Andy proved us wrong about underestimating any fat dude,
Yeah. I mean, you're seeing that more with a lot of these guys, but I think it's interesting because, the reality is, Michael Coffey hasn't been boxing as long. That's a good and a bad. So he's been in camps. He's been in good camps with guys that, can crack. You know what I'm saying? Damani got the experience. It's just a matter of, like, it's timing. You know what I'm saying? I think some of it's timing. Like, Michael Coffey's in Florida, I think. So it's more logical for him to get the proper sparring. I think it may be harder for Damani to get the right sparring consistently, because Philly right now is in a hotbed. Like, when we were both there, when me and Damani was in the same gym, we was both in Johannes together. When I was an amateur and he was an amateur, that was different. We had Mansour in there, Brian Jennings was around, Steve Cunningham was around. We were seeing a lot of professionals and how they train where I was, I think it's just different. If they can get proper sparring for Coffey, that a switch hitter, I think he'll be, prepared. I just think that it's just different right now in Philly, man. It's harder to get quality sparring, and if he can get it, it's going to be interesting.
Yo, I'm about to send Coach Aguilar your number, man. Tell him tell him to send you the Uber XL with the chauffeur, man, because you got it. I want it at like I like Mike so much that I at least want to know he went in there prepared. So if he loses, I don't want it to be like, well, damn, man, he ain't getting no spawn because he all the way in Orlando. Because Yeah, he's all the way in Orlando, man. Like, is there heavyweight sparring in Orlando?
No, but I'm saying he's in Florida though. You know, he's in Florida, so I'm saying for him, it's easier for him to get sparring than it is for Damani right now, unless Damani travels or calls some people. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a little bit easier for Michael Coffey to drive down to Miami or drive down to, you know, Trevor Bryan is getting ready. You know, everybody here is kind of like in that kind of moving. Some people are moving here, you know. Up north, it seems like it's hard, man. It's like you got Otto Wallen, you got Big Baby Miller up there, Damani. There's not that many up north right now. You know, I can't think off the top of my head. You know, so you know it's gonna be interesting. I hope that, you know, from my opinion, you know, you got myself, you got Damani, you got Michael Coffey, Stephen Shaw, Jermaine Franklin, and then you got Big Baby Anderson. I think we're the premier American heavyweights, and I think for them to be fighting as undefeated fighters, if they're getting compensated right, then hey, make it happen. You know, I think it's time for all of us, man, to just like make some fun out of this, man. Let's go. You know, we should get it like a round robin happening, and if you can't build your profile up, and we got to fight, and we're gonna fight each other, then it should be worth fighting each other. That's all I'm saying.
That's dope, man.
Jumping in?
Yeah, I was about to say that's dope. So given that, so your advice would be, you know what I'm saying, for everybody to kind of link up and get the work together to make sure everybody stays sharp, because iron sharpens iron, correct?
Yeah, I mean, look, if we're not gonna fight each other, if we're not gonna get compensated for fighting each other, ain't nothing wrong with sparring each other, you know. But I look at things like this, like, this is just my opinion. If I'm gonna get offered 45, me and Jermaine Franklin both getting offered 45,000 apiece. Shit, I can get 45,000 fighting Joey DeWaco or something, and at least he's durable. I can work on my game and build my profile up. You know what I'm saying? And he's a durable fighter. I just feel like right now, what's going on in some of these fights, they know a lot of us are desperate to fight. You know, they know a lot of us just want to fight, and we're going to say yeah to anything.
Can I dig into that a little bit more? Now, I know there's a lot of fees associated to that. So, like, you getting off of 45, that's not what you take home because, you know, whatever. Whoever's in your pocket, because they have to be, right? Like, you need a team.
Yeah.
But again, right, just to put it into perspective for you, Areola took $130,000 to face Deontay Wilder on short notice in Birmingham, but that was a world title shot. So the money wasn't too much different, I guess, in numbers. Because shit, I guess 45 and 130 is a big ass difference for me. But on paper, it ain't that big of a difference. So can you explain? I guess why not renegotiate? Why not send him a counter or some shit?
We can, you know, we can, but it's not. I mean, I don't have no direct, you know. I just tell them my feelings after I think about it, because at first, as a fighter, you're like, yeah, I do it. I don't know Areola's situation totally, but for a world title shot, I would think, yo, that's crazy. Do you telling me that? That's crazy, because 130. For a world title shot on short notice, I would think maybe he was doing somebody a favor, because that's real low, you know. But as far as me and Jermaine, the situation goes, man, it just I understand where his team coming from, because after I thought about it, I was saying the same thing. Like, yo, this is, you know, I mean, I'm not worried about paying my team. I'll be honest, like I'm not sweating that, because like I don't think it's any fighter right now that has invested in themselves more than me. I don't think it's not one.
What you mean? What you mean? Like, give me an example.
Well, before he answers that, before you answer that, I just wanna just for factual purposes, I was wrong. Not 130, 150, and Wilder got 1.4.
Right. So Wilder. So really, right there is probably, you know, what, 1.5, something like that, and Wilder could have gave him more, maybe, but he said, "Nah, I'm taking the 1.4." You know, but maybe Areola was doing somebody a favor, you know, or maybe he, you know, did something advances or something like that, and he had to, do something. I don't know, but I'm on an interview, bro. Yeah. So yeah. I don't know. 150.
So yeah, tell me how you give me an example how you spend the money on yourself.
I mean, training. I mean, gear. I mean, therapy. Supplements, travel. You know what I mean? Like for 2 years, I managed myself. Since I started as an amateur, I pretty much was solo. So I'm learning on the job still, but I pretty much like been doing it. Grinding it out. I was mentoring kids and working boxing full time basically for 3 years. This be the first. Well, last year when I came here will be the first time where I was just in boxing. Totally in boxing. So, even Herman tells me like, yo, that's hard. For you to get 18-0 and really be on your own, that's hard. It's good and bad because you've been learning self-taught sort of. But I enjoy it because, hey, that's the adversity of it. You know what I mean? But I don't think there's any fighter that's invested in themselves more than me. I mean, for 3 years as an amateur, I was driving an hour and 20 minutes by myself, sparring and driving back from Connecticut to Rhode Island every day. So living in this room, yeah, I enjoy this to a degree.
That's what's up. That's why we back you, man. With because at this level, if a heavyweight can train like a welterweight, man, you're gonna be a problem, man. And not a lot of them do, man. I don't know. Did you watch Andy Ruiz's episodes? Did you know he has his own YouTube channel? Have you been following his episodes?
Nah, not yet. Nah, I ain't know that.
Damn. Listen, man, he made a big, like obviously I follow Andy. I think he's a great fighter. So much so that I don't mind him and Areola on pay-per-view. I'm willing to shell out the 80 if that's what they charging me. I'm cool with that because he slayed the giant. Whether or not he shit the bed after, he still slayed the giant, so I respect him. I believe he deserves that. That being said, I don't know, man. You got to watch that episode, man. He just doesn't look like, he doesn't look like he like, how do I say this? Like,
say the truth, man. Say the truth.
It's like, yo, he needs to be pushed to train. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, Andy, come on. And it's like, damn, bro, like, you've
money
seen.
change you.
Yeah, but I mean, that mentality is just so hard for me when you see what's there. Like, he's been to the mountaintop now. He knows what's there. Like, he should be wanting to run them 5 miles and I don't know. You just got to watch it, man. You just got to watch it because I don't know. I'm 40-something and I work out. And I'm looking at Andy like, damn, man, why you ain't doing more of that shit? Like,
everybody not Marvin Hagler, man. Everybody not Marvin Hagler. Everybody not Floyd. I mean, I'm not trying to make no excuses for him, but, yo, I mean, he wasn't expected to win. He wasn't expected to beat Joshua. And then for him to come back and then make that money and then the rematch make that type of money,
change his life.
Like, yeah, he super changed it like 3 times over. It's like, so
the first Mexican heavyweight champion.
Yeah,
but isn't that all motivation to show the world you could do it again? Isn't that all motivation to lose the?
I'll be honest, we all say that because that's the easiest thing for us to say. Like,
bruh,
that's
Cassius, my man was two. Listen to me. He was 289 for that AJ fight, right? So all I'm saying on this video that I found, he's happy that he lost 20, and I'm happy he lost 22 as well. But I feel like when you 290 and you 6 feet, motherfucker, you could lose 30 pounds in a month, man. I'm not really understanding. Like, if Cassius, put yourself in his shoes, man. If you got Canelo's strength coach, you also got Canelo's gym. You got the finances to buy the food. Damn, you can't lose 20 pounds in a fucking month.
Yeah, but he might be a guy, right? This is what I go back to when I say investing in yourself. He might be a guy that hasn't had to do that ever. So now that he got money, he don't know how to he might not want to say, man, I want to spend money on a nutritionist because he ain't never had to do it before. He never had to spend out of his own pocket to do a lot of that stuff.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He probably always had his pops and a team that's been in boxing for so long. Now that he made it, it's like, yo, Do I spend this money now after I ain't had to spend this money on a nutritionist before? It's different for everybody because some people have invested in themselves like boom, and then some people had people that came into the boxing with them, family and support that came into this joint with them, and it's a little bit different now. Like for him to leave his coach, that was a sign right there that something may not be smooth there. His coaches took him to the championship. You lost one fight and then you leave him after making millions of dollars. So everybody's mentality different.
I look at that a little bit different, maybe, and I don't know anything. It ain't like Andy told me, but I'm looking at it like Manny was very vocal, and maybe that's what bothered Andy. Like, yo, if I wasn't training, you got to take the heat for me. You can't be like, well, I was at the gym and he ain't show up. Don't tell the world that. You supposed to be my mans and my trainer. You ain't just my trainer. You my man. So, fuck, man, lie for me is how I feel. Like, don't tell the world, like, well, I was at the gym and Andy wasn't there. Andy, he was looking good. Then he wasn't looking good because he stopped. Like, don't tell. I think that's what it was. Like, if you can't lie for me, well, you don't belong with me. Why should I help you get rich and buy houses if you can't even lie for me one time in front of the media?
Yeah, that's true too. That's true. But I understand that. Like, I don't know. I'm different when it comes to that stuff. If I ain't going and I took a hit and we took a hit as a team, and you took a hit on your reputation as your job, and I wasn't showing up, I look at it kind of. I understand though. I understand what you're saying, but I'm a man and I just made us millions of dollars. I'm cool with you coming out and saying, "Yo, get your stuff together." I ain't show up. I wasn't there. I would be, as is me. I would be like, all right, he ain't wrong. He letting I hurt both our reputations.
I was about to say that.
Different.
Glad you said that because you segued right into what I was gonna say. Like, I agree with you. Like, as a man, you gotta remember they're gonna ask him like, "Yo, coach, what happened? Like, what was y'all doing? Like, are you trying to tell me that you have no control over him doing what you're asking him to do in the gym to be successful, but he did it in the first fight? Now, the coach has to respond to this. What is he going to do? Lie? Or is he going to tell the truth? He's still a man at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure they didn't have a conversation about this before. Like, yo, in a situation that you get asked a question, just hold me down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just happened on the fly. He just let it go.
I want to be held down. I'm gonna keep it real. I want to be held down, man. But look, it is what it is, man. We got some questions for you.
Real quick. I got a question. What other heavyweights are in the gym with you right now, training?
Carlos McGrone and Lewis is here right now. I'm helping Trevor Bryan right now. I think maybe we spar one more time tomorrow.
He comes to your gym?
Yeah.
Damn. Nice. So wait, so that fight really happening?
What fight?
Trevor Bryan.
Let's. Don't be slow, man. Let it go. Don't let it go over your head, man.
Okay.
Yeah, what fight you talking about?
Well, I mean, Brian.
All I can say is Trevor's training to fight. That's all he
Yeah.
He getting ready to fight, man. And I feel him, dog. Like, I've known him for a while as far as just knowing him. And, man, for him to be out 2 years, man, I know he traded a fight, man. So hopefully he get a fight.
That whole situation is crazy, man. Like, it's a card that's supposed to happen that everybody thinks isn't happening. But Don King is trying to make happen because if his fighters don't fight on that date, I don't know, man. It's weird, man. Weird situation. Lovejoy was supposed to be fighting Bermain Stavern, man. I was looking forward to that fight, and it looks like from the latest that I've read, Bermain is on and not Lovejoy anymore. I don't know. He was down there in Lewis' gym. I'm so happy.
That's why I asked him the question. That's why I asked him the question when he didn't say the name, so I let it go by.
Yo, I told Lovejoy I was gonna have you on too. I said, I'm gonna have Cheney on because he be talking big shit. Yeah. He talk big shit like he's this next heavyweight to knock out the world, man, and he ain't get his shot yet. So he got down there and he allegedly got work with y'all. So did you get some? how you gonna laugh? How you gonna
what happens in
laugh?
the gym stays in the gym. What happens in the gym
Alright,
stays
but
in the
that's
gym.
cool. I mean, but did y'all work though?
I guess. You know, we worked out. We worked out. That's all right, man. I can say we worked out.
Nah, man. Come on. What you mean, man? Look,
Now, what happens in the
I'm
gym
not.
stays in the
But I'm
gym,
not.
man. What happens in the gym
But
stays.
Cassius, I'm not asking who got the better. I'm just asking like, did y'all get that work and like, how many rounds? Like how many? He was down
Yeah,
there for
we
like a
worked out for
week.
we worked out. It was me, Carlos, Lewis, and Lovejoy had just showed up, basically, and yeah, he worked out for a little. Yeah, he worked out. Yeah, we worked out. We did work out.
You
We
see
worked
why he
out.
was
We
his
got to work
manager
out.
for 2 years by himself? 'Cause
Yo.
he know how to hold it.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
worked out. We worked out.
But
Yeah,
like,
he cool. He cool.
but
He's
he
straight.
did rounds with you or he did rounds with Lewis? Cause he took
He
picture
did
with Lewis.
rounds. He did. He took what?
He took a picture with Lewis.
Yeah. He did more rounds. He did some rounds with me. And he did some rounds. Lewis more did do like combat stuff with him,
Okay.
helping him out and
Yeah,
stuff like
helping him
that.
out. Helping him out.
Yeah, Lewis was very good with teaching,
Damn. That's,
Could you see him as a trainer at some point, Luis Ortiz?
If he want to, honestly, if he want to, he's very good with like, man, I'll be in there, come right in, like, yo, be on the balls of your feet. You know what I mean? Like, relax, man. You two, like, you want to just hit people, relax, calm down. So he's very good, like, teacher. He's almost him and Herman are like, voice to voice. You know what I'm saying? So
He's
cool.
Herman is Cuban too, right?
No, I think he's Colombian.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So would you take that Lovejoy fight if they offered it? Or you think
Yeah, of course I would take it. Yeah, of course.
Okay, so you would take it. Now let me ask you this. Would Lovejoy take that fight if they offered it?
I don't know. I mean, is he fighting Stavern?
He's not on from the latest, like I said, from the latest that I read, his name ain't even on the press release no more. It's more about they even called Bermain Stavern special attraction. They called him a special attraction on the card. Now no longer that he's on.
I'm a fan of Shady, yo. I'm a fan of Shady, man.
Wait. So you saying
I'm reading your mail right now.
Wait, so you saying that shit went over my head and
I'm a fan of Shady for real. Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I can say is that there's people out there that take it serious, man. This sport is serious. This is a serious game, man. Yeah, man.
So he got hurt.
I don't know what to say.
So you think he got hurt, and that's why he can't fight Stavern, or you hurt?
No.
You hurt
He
his
ain't
ego.
get hurt or nothing. I just think it's more so
You dented the ego.
of a
Reality check.
business. You know what I'm saying? More of a I don't know. I can't say what is going totally through his mind, but I can say that you gotta take this sport serious. It's some serious people out here that's like living in the gym.
So his tank wasn't ready. His tank wasn't right.
Yeah, he definitely gotta get his tank right and understanding that so I think he do know. I think honestly he knows that Stavern ain't no pushover as far as somebody that's coming back that's been in there.
Yeah.
No matter what, even if he ain't been fighting, he's still been in there before.
Yeah.
So you can't underestimate him.
You can't take that away either.
Let me ask you.
Yeah, he been in there.
If you got offered the Dave Allen fight, what would be your prediction versus Dave Allen from the UK?
Great. Oh, me. That's a great fight. That's a fight that I would. I just think that fight would be...
How does it finish, though?
What?
How does it finish? What's the
knockout.
Knockout. Okay.
Knockout.
All right.
Knockout.
Same
I
question.
think I'll knock him out.
Same question. If Lovejoy would have got that fight, with Dave Allen? What would have been your prediction? Because you know he was scheduled to fight him and everything. He went all the way out there.
Yep.
I feel so bad because he even got sponsors, man. Fucking Don King in his contract. My man can't get that fight off. But he was supposed to fight Dave Allen before the retirement. Posters and everything. Like I said, sponsorships with Wow Hydrate. It didn't end up happening. But what would have been your prediction for that?
It would have been interesting. I mean, I ain't have a prediction really besides like.
So Lovejoy doesn't get the stoppage.
I was ready to see.
So Lovejoy doesn't get the stoppage in your opinion because he's 19-0 with 19 KOs. I'm just like, his nickname is One Shot. I'm like, does he knock out Dave Allen?
I don't know.
Didn't Dave Allen go 12 with Lewis or get knocked out in the 12? Let me double check that, but I'm pretty sure he went a few rounds with Lewis.
Yeah, I think it was in 10.
Oh, in 10.
Yeah. But what's the name? He was playing with him.
You saying Lewis was playing with him?
Yeah, Lewis was getting rounds. He was playing with him. He was playing with him. I think I think they were just like, you know, trying to get Joshua, and if he would have blasted him out of there, he definitely would have got it. But he was playing with him. Remember, what's the name stopping him with a then what's the name just stopping with a body shot or something? David Allen?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, David Allen's a tough guy, man. But I think entertainment-wise, me and him would make for a good fight. Just entertainment, build up, funny. You know, he's funny dude. But yeah, I think I'm too physical for him when it matters.
Well, you got anything? Because if not, I'm gonna go to Patreon.
From the people. Yeah, let's go to the people.
All right, first one is from Rue in New Orleans. He says, thanks for coming on, champ. What's next for you in 2021? We are in 2021, so what you got?
I don't know, man. I'm waiting to find out. Hopefully we can get something on paper. Maybe a DeWaco, somebody like that just, you know, give me some experience in the ring and that's durable to make me think. And hopefully we can get something. You know, I'm just waiting to find out like everybody else.
Now that DeWaco fight, you think that's gonna be television?
Yeah, it will have to be from now on, man. I'm not fighting on any more like underground shows, yeah. Man. I'm not doing any Fight Club shows no more. Nah, I just think now, you know, like I see guys is getting premiered, man, and I never really thought about it like that, but now I'm like, man, I'm in the room, man. I'm sleeping in the gym, and I see Frank Sanchez, man. He just fought MMA guy on Dazn, and you know what I'm saying? It's just like all these guys are getting the chance to build their profiles up and gaining experience, and they got more experience than me technically boxing wise. Yeah. You know, so it's like dang, what's going on? So hopefully, you know, I think that's a nice little fight for me. You know, he got some pub, he talks trash, and we'll see what happens.
And is a good common opponent since DeWaco fought Frank Sanchez. You know what I mean? I honestly, I'm, you know, the book is not out on Sanchez yet, man. That last fight, he got the stoppage over the MMA guy, but like, you know, I don't know. He was looking real sloppy, reaching for a lot of shots, and at first I wasn't even sure was he gonna get the stop. My man was. That karate dude was taking them shots pretty well. What you thought of that
tough.
fight, man?
He was tough, man. He was tough. Yeah, he was tough.
Hey, can I slide one in right quick? Do you know who Alan Babic is?
Yeah. The
little fight with Alan.
I like that fight. You know, he's there. You know what I'm saying? He is there. He tries though. He does try to get you, but it's not too many. It's not too many tricks. You know, guys like that, I can find sparring for. You know, easy. You know, the smaller guys, you find sparring for them easier than like the big guys. Yeah, he's there, man. He's there. He's just uppercuts.
Okay, go ahead. Next
and
question.
And that's for Alan Babic, you're saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know if I asked you this in the past, but obviously every time we talk to you, got to check the updates. You know, those contracts expire. You're no longer with Main Event, right?
No, I'm still with Main Event. Yeah, still with Main Event.
So is that, or because like I don't see you working with a Dazn, like they don't offer you, or you haven't been mentioned for like a possible Dazn fight that we know about. I was supposed to be
on Dazn January 30th.
Damn.
I was supposed to fight just as, you know, stay busy fight with Donnie Palmer from New England. So that would have been nice. Just opted because he's tall. But what happened is Kovalev, he tested positive for that.
Yes.
So I don't know what happens with their relationships. I'm not sure if they mad at him. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just know I was looking forward to it, and now we all here, waiting.
And that's the sad part, man. Like main events, their big fighter is Kovalev, so he gets the date secured, and they get to build a card off that guy. And now, if he's off, the whole card gets scrapped. So it sucks. Sorry, go ahead, Francis.
Yeah, let me slide one in. What do you think about a potential fight against Daniel Dubois coming off of his knockout loss? It would be a good. Yeah, go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
You mean with me?
Yeah, with yourself. Yes.
Oh, I would like that fight. I think he's strong, but I also just think you just gotta get sparring. For me, if I get the proper sparring when I go in a fight, I'm cool.
I mean,
what I'm saying?
But being where you at, isn't that all you need, or you would still bring in a different face for Dubois?
I would bring in probably 2 or 3.
Oh wow!
I would but I would just like to spar different people, like the same thing but a different face. Just like sparring the same person over and over, it kind of get kind of boring.
Used to it. You get used to it too. You get comfortable.
It just gets a little bit.
But let me ask you. I mean, do you find that fight to be any difficult? Because it feels like the blueprint is there with Joyce just using a jab. Like, I mean.
It is, but I don't think he's dumb. He's a smart guy, so I think he would adjust. I think he'd adjust. I just think, man, you seen stuff that happens with those orbital bones in the eyes. They don't necessarily heal. They don't necessarily come back. I'm sure Cal Brook did everything he could to make sure he was right. Everything. So I just think hopefully he comes back healthy, man. It is what it is.
Next one.
James Valdez from San Antonio, Texas says, which would you rather see, Fury versus Wilder 3 or AJ versus Fury for Undisputed?
I guess now AJ versus Fury. I would have liked to see Wilder and Fury get back in there, but I don't know what happened, so AJ versus Fury, the Undisputed. Once that happens, everything opens up for everybody. Especially the American fighters. So I'd rather get that out the way.
My producer's telling me to tell you to contact your peoples because the Zone is looking to put together Beck versus Sullivan. And obviously Sullivan Barrera is with main event. So that's for February 13th.
Oh, Sullivan Barrera versus who?
I don't know. Some Russian dude named Beck. He I don't know. I think it might.
Oh, so he's about to fight the guy that Kovalev was going to fight.
Possibly.
Yeah, but neither one of them are with main events anymore.
Oh, really? Sullivan?
Yeah, Sullivan. I don't think he's with main events anymore.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They actually got him a lot of fights, too. They put him on.
Yeah. They were supposed to, I think it was first supposed to be Kovalev and Barrera, right? They was talking about for the longest. And then it just changed to the guy Beck versus Kovalev for that. That last fight. So.
We got Coach Myers in Connecticut. It says, what's up, Cash? When you coming back home to New London so we can start training?
To start training?
Yeah.
Training the kids?
Nah. He trying to take a fight. I told you we do border wars.
Him. Training him.
Yeah.
I got him, man. I just got, I got to figure out what I'm doing first, and then I got you when I come back. I got you.
I hope that you're in Florida for March 13th. If you are, we'll send you an invite and an Uber XL, man, so you could come out to our event and you could get to see what it is firsthand and watch these guys, throw some hands and attempt to do what it is that you do, right? Inspired by you and others. We got King Amin in Essex that says, peace, champ. Shout out to CT. What do you think about the matchup between you and Chris? I guess we talked about that. Chris Lovejoy, since you guys both notable heavyweight prospects, but you pretty much answered that. You didn't say you knock him out, or did you say you knock him out? I don't remember.
That's a trick question, but if you just asking me to ask me, I'll get him, man. I'll get him.
All
I'll
right.
get him. I'll get him. I mean,
Damn, everybody
I'll get him.
coming with the same question. Carlito, all the way in the UK, says, "What's good, Cassius? How good is Chris Lovejoy?" That might be the next fight. You gotta send your peoples, man, and call it. They talking about
How
that
good is Chris
Lovejoy smoke.
Lovejoy? Man, I don't know. You gotta wait to see him yourself. You know what I mean? When you see him yourself, then you know. I don't know yet.
Butter, man.
Yo,
You slick
yeah.
butter.
What? Yo, we gonna have to change his name and Cassius. Too smooth, man. Too smooth.
Yeah.
Cheney, man. He know how to get away
Yeah,
from them
see.
big questions. We got Big Casuals. It says, which one of these heavyweights would you take a crack at first if offered to you as your next fight? Gerald Washington, Huey Fury, Charles Martin, or Derek Chisora?
Oh man, I would say honestly, I would like Huey Fury first, Derek Chisora or Charles Martin second, and personally, I probably would fight Gerald. We're too close, That's like my big brother to me. He schooled me in the game, man. So honestly, I probably want to fight Gerald, unless it's for something worth it, Yeah, he's on his way. He's pretty much done, and he schooled me, man. So, we talk a lot.
Damn, you think he's done? I thought I heard him. Don't he got a fight?
No, not done. Not done. I'm just saying, like, he's further along in his career than I am in mine.
Oh.
And he's schooling. He's still schooling me. He's teaching me things, and I ask him questions and a lot. We talk a lot. So, that'd be a little bit. It would have to be worth it for us to do that.
Let me slide one in here real quick. Who do you think you would make the most money with out of those names that they presented?
I think me and Huey would be a fun fight. I think me and him would be a nice fight, man.
Yeah,
it's not about me making the most money, actually, because he makes good money. I would fight him for I would fight him to get my name out there. I think style wise, he presents some awkwardness, but I think my style and how I am defensively will give him problems athletically.
Carlito actually had changed this question. I needed to refresh. He said, "What's good, Cassius? I know you ain't gonna speak on the sparring with Lovejoy. However, if Chris Lovejoy was on pay-per-view tomorrow, would you pay to watch him fight?"
Would I pay to watch Chris Lovejoy to fight?
Yeah.
Is main event or is he the main event?
Yo, it's his pay-per-view. It's his pay-per-view. Him and Trevor Bryant. Him and Bermain Stavern, pay-per-view. Nah,
I ain't paying for that. I'll watch it though. I'll stream it. I'll stream that joint.
Yo,
I'll stream it.
he going legally.
I'll support, but I ain't watching it.
Yo, he said I'll support, but I ain't watching it. What the hell? Yo, we got Ken in Haiti who says, "What's going on, Cassius? So, what would have been your prediction between?"
They're killing me.
Between Bermain Stavern and Chris Lovejoy. They don't want you to run away from the Lovejoy comment.
Oh man, my prediction for Bermain Stavern and Lovejoy would have been it would have went the distance. I don't know. I don't know who would have won.
All right. Getting back to our main topic that we're just talking with the people is Oscar De La Hoya did an interview and he said that he feels Spence loses not only to Pacquiao but to Terence Crawford as well. What's your thoughts? You think he can get a winner in either of those fights, or do you have him losing in both?
I don't have him losing in both. I think both fights make really good fights. I think the Terence Crawford fight would be harder than the Pacquiao fight, actually. Just from his size, I think he would be physical with Pacquiao. So I think he does have a chance at beating Pacquiao. Just physicality. Like, if he tried to box him, yeah, it's going to be hard. Pacquiao all over the place, but being physical and just making it ugly, I think he could wear down Pacquiao. You know, and you gotta remember Pacquiao's still good, man. He good, but yeah, he getting older too.
All right. Well, those are all our questions, man. Want to thank you for coming on the show, champ. And like I said, man, I'm praying to God that I close tomorrow, because I'm gonna be a Floridian. I'm gonna invite you to the event that we're having. We're actually talking with Willie Monroe, so it'll be a little bit of a trip for you since you all the way in the boot. But we'll bring you up. But we're talking to Willie Monroe's gym owner. We want to do it in Tampa City Boxing. And yeah, man, we would love for you to be there. Maybe a celebrity ref or a judge, and even if not, just a spectator, to give some motivation to these guys. Right? You might make these guys fight a little harder, knowing they're in front of a professional fighter. So you know.
I'm there. I'm there.
I'm
there.
also inviting Mike Polite Coffee. Hopefully, you know, everything goes well and he's in good spirits. So hopefully he gets the win and he'll be there. But if not, we don't know. But yeah, so Willie, yourself, and Mike Polite, if everything goes well, I would love to be there. So yeah, man, I'm gonna stay in touch. I want to thank you again for coming on and always giving us an opportunity. Please give out any social media. Let everybody know when you're fighting Chris Lovejoy. I mean, my bad.
Come on, man.
What's your social media, boy?
What's your social media, Cassius?
It's Cassius Chaney at Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You know, I'm on all of them.
I just want to also, you know what I'm saying, get an opportunity to say Happy New Year to you.
Thank you very much. Happy New Year.
And God bless you and your journey and your family.
Yeah,
thank you. Happy New Year, fellas.
Thank you again, brother, for coming on, man. We appreciate you.
All right, thank you.
All right. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Up and coming contender / prospect, Cassius Chaney. Yo, great interview. Yo, the community is hilarious with this Lovejoy. Yo,
they're on Lovejoy now. He can't get away, man.
Lovejoy better take it serious. Yo, you know, that's every time we interview a fighter that's been in there with Lovejoy, they say the same thing. He better stop playing. Is he just looking for one cash out? Like, think about this, man. Like, how much money did you spend? Let's just go on the rough math, man. Let's go rough math, right? You know, based off his interview, Lovejoy's, I don't know if y'all remember, he told us about $3,500 to get a fight in Mexico. You do that times 19 fights, man. You're talking about $66,000. So is he really just looking for one fight to recoup that? And maybe what? You know, because if they offer in Chaney, who's, you know, at least they know, like, if Steven Espinoza can read BoxRec and know Chaney's resume, and they offered him $45,000 to fight a fighter Steven Espinoza already put on Showtime, which is fucking Jermaine Franklin, and they only offered him $45,000. So, like, how much is Lovejoy really trying to make? Like, what's really I gotta understand what's the game.
I don't know how much he was gonna get from Dave Allen. That's you know, because you know the pound is different. I'm really curious now to know what that deal was like in terms of the finances. Because as you were saying, was that the cash out fight?
Bruh, I don't know, man. But Chris, you got a lot of explaining to do, man. For real, man. I'm hitting them up,
man. Now, man, we need you to go ahead and smash that thumbs up button and that subscribe button, man. Get them numbers up. We had a dope interview this morning with Cassius Chaney, man, out there in Florida training, you know what, off, you know what I'm saying, for his next fight, whenever that's going to be announced. But shout out to everybody out there. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for engaging with TBV in the morning, man. We rocking with you. Nestor Gibbs, what's up?
Yo, don't forget, tomorrow we're going to have a very declarated Irish boxer. I think he's making a comeback. He's got a fight scheduled. Let me see here. When is he scheduled here to fight? Let me see. Scheduled to fight. Where are you scheduled to fight? Fucking hell.
When are you scheduled? Scheduled.
All right, but the point is this, man. I wanted to get him. Rumor has it he's got 370 amateur fights. And the only thing I really want to uncover... Not the only thing, but one of the most intriguing things that I want to uncover. Go ahead, brother.
Hold on, sorry to cut you, man, because Mitty he's one of the co-hosts, and he said something in the chat that has me thinking now. He said, of course he's looking for one fight. He was looking to make $80K for the Dave Allen fight, $80K USD.
Yeah, but really? that's only $12,000 profit off the $66 you spent to become Chris Lovejoy one shot.
That's what I'm saying, like,
and that's rough math. Who knows how much? You know, we're doing rough math at 35 a fight. Like, who knows what was spent in between? How many training camps, sparring partners? And maybe none of that happens, right? But, like, we don't know. 66 is so rough, but, 12,000 profit, that's crazy. You
But
get
80K to fight is not a nice purse to fight Dave Allen. Nobody knows, like, nobody don't really know.
It
what
is
to,
a great fight. It is a great purse, but, like, if you don't win,
I know, but
if you don't win, you ruin the investment, man. You ruin that investment. But his name is Jamie Robinson, and he's alleged to have beaten Josh Taylor 7 times in the amateurs. He's only 2-0 as a professional, and his next fight is actually scheduled for February 27th. And yeah, so we want to get him on the show, obviously he's some sort of Josh Taylor killer, and we want to hear those rumors or stories.
Definitely want to hear how it went. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What was the chinks in the armor that made him get the victory, right? Because maybe some of these boxers are listening for the code, man. They're trying to get the code.
Yeah, but that is, let me really quick give you the schedule for this week, and then we're going to go up to the callers. You know the number to call in, 14255-695241. Press 1 one time, voice your opinion right here. Voice of the People hotline, opening up the calendar. Obviously, today we had our good friend Cassius Chaney, definitely giving us a lot of joy, talking Chris Lovejoy. And then we got tomorrow, oh shit, I forgot about that. I might have to bump Jaime ass. Cause I forgot that we got Gabe. I gave Jaime's date to Gabe, like, yo, cause I've been trying to get Gabe for a minute, man. I'm really, Jaime might get all the way bumped if Berlanga hit me back. I'm trying to do that live press conference with Berlanga and Gabe. I love that fight. But yeah, I might not have to. I might not. I don't know. Fuck. But damn, I'll get him on anyway. I'm gonna maybe keep it at a 15-minute. Limit and whatever. But we do got Gabe Rosado. If you haven't asked Gabe a question already, Mitty said he beat him 7 times in sparring.
Yeah.
Yo, we gonna see, Mitty. We gonna see, man. We gonna definitely ask him, is it true? The rumors. But anyway, we got Jaime Robinson, who allegedly beat Josh Taylor 7 times in the amateurs. Then we also have Gabriel Rosado, but we also have fillers out to the management of Berlanga and to Berlanga himself, man. I text him, still no answer. And don't forget, none of y'all fucking reminded me. And Coach Myers, you were supposed to remind me, but you weren't live today. I said I just figured you'd hear the playback, but you guys were supposed to remind me that today we might get Andre. Oh shit, Sam, you just read it, but you're late. But yeah, today we are supposed to get Andre, but he couldn't do a 9:30. So if he does hit me, I'm just gonna do like a 7 p.m. for him, on the strength of it being Andre and shit like that. So yeah, I'm trying, man. I'm trying to get these dudes for y'all. Wednesday we got Coach Camille. I don't know if you pronounce that L. Is it maybe just Coach Camille? And we're also going to have Coach Camille Manola and Angel Lozano. We'll have them both on. Coach, she is a female boxing coach, and that is her fighter. He's also scheduled. I'm only getting really, scheduled fighters unless they're like a big name like T.O. and shit like that. Chaney, he's our boy, and he did have a fight scheduled, obviously, for the 30th. But, yeah, I'm only trying to do scheduled people to give them the proper sign. This guy, he's an up-and-coming prospect. You never heard of him. But believe me, I hate that I have to sell this interview like this, but, I published that questions and answers posts on Patreon and YouTube memberships, and I'm gonna check right now how long ago I posted it, but you guys are such fucking losers sometimes, man, and I hate that I gotta be that harsh, but watch how things change when I finish this sentence, right? So I posted this, Francis, I posted the questions and answers for Camille and Manolo on January 14th, 4 days ago. It literally has no questions for them. But watch and I'm telling y'all today, I get to see what day you post these questions. After this message, if your question ain't in there and you try to put it last minute tomorrow, you ain't getting it off. Because I know and this is how you got to sell it, because I know everybody's gonna want to ask a question after they see these people. You understand? And then all of a sudden they're gonna have mad questions, but I'm not allowing it. I'm telling you right now, I'm not fucking allowing it. I'm gonna go off the date and the time of your question. If you don't get in there now, you ain't getting no freaking love. You know, because then that just makes you a horn bag. That's all you are, is a fucking horn bag. You know what I mean?
Yo,
But anyway,
super chat from Michael Boofor that says, Joy said to Allen, he's not a boxer, only a hustler. Thinking emoji.
Joy
And yet,
Joy said to Allen,
he's not a boxer, only a hustler.
hey man, I hear you. He hustled his way into boxing. Listen, he was about to get 80,000. Man, look, we just heard Cheney was only getting 40 to fight a tougher fight. You know, Jermaine Franklin undefeated, even though people thought he maybe lost that last fight with Jerry Forrest. But once again, Coach Camille and Manolo Angel Lozano question and answers post I'm putting in the live chat. You snooze, you really gonna fucking lose. I'm telling you right now. You know what I mean? That's
Any other super chats that we missed before?
Plenty. I'm hoping anyway, right? I'm hoping, you know. Hoping to close tomorrow, man. Send me some good love. Yo, I've been having such a difficult time. You guys don't even understand. All right, so I need positive vibes. I need that love. You know what I mean? I need that love to come in full throttle. Show Kid, hit me up. What's up? When we back in the gym, man? What's going on, man? We stopped that Show Kid. We went to Stick Talk Boxing. Next one up. I don't even know how to pronounce this, bro. What is your name? Oximo, maybe? I'm butchering it, champ. Butchered. But he says, Ness, would Spence versus Canelo had happened already if he signed with Golden Boy? Good question, but I don't know, right? Like, I mean, you beat Cotto, and guess what? You're right. Not that you're right because you're asking, right? But I think that you're right with your assumption, because the Errol Spence was offered to him to fight Cotto at 54. Remember that I would call him Muhammad Ali. God Jesus, that was his birthday yesterday. But Saddam Ali moved up to 54 to fight Cotto and beat him. So if you're Earl, you already telling us now in retrospect that you coming in to fight 35 pounds above weight. You might have won that middleweight title and stood there. But then again, your stablemate was a middleweight champ. So, you know, it could get ugly. But again, your stablemate's a middleweight champ, but you're on the opposite side of the street, the way you like to call it, right? You're with Golden Boy, so you'll never have to fight Jamel. And if you're with Golden Boy and you're at 54, it is a little bit easier to make that Canelo Alvarez fight. I mean, it just, you know, it does sound that way, man.
That's a fact, man. Big time fact.
Mm-hmm. Yo, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and you know,
get to the callers.
Well, I'm gonna screen share our coach who's gonna be on next tomorrow, so that y'all can, cause I don't want to be like, yo, Francis, go to the people's question and there's none. I feel like that's so whack, and it's a letdown for the coach. But I think that, you know, she has an intriguing story. She looks extremely young, right? So I want to ask all those questions, and I want them to be answered live. She is extremely, you know, appealing to the eye. But look, she's trains with everybody. That's Mariciela Conejo. You know, like, she's very good at what she does. And like I said, I put out the post, and I'm like, you know, we're looking for anybody, that fighters, managers, trainers, it doesn't matter. Hit us up. We willing to interview anybody, big, little, small. We interview them all. You know, she hit us up. Her fighter has a fight, so we're gonna have her and her fighter on simultaneously. This is him right here. He looks decent, and they look good together. And again, you know, look, we made such a big fuss about Ann Wolf, and you know, we got to give other females out here training an opportunity to get the same shine and prove that that this sport isn't just a male dominated sport, that a woman, no matter what age, can do the same. And look, again, she looks like she's doing it. It's funny that you said she looks like Chung Lee, because her tagline is the real life Chung Lee, right? Yeah, real life Chung Lee. See, So yeah, man. Definitely drop her and Manolo a question. You know, she's doing her thing, right? She's doing her thing. We giving her the platform. And we hope to have her audience combined with our audience and, you know, continue to make the sport big and shed some light. She's out there in California. So, again, she trains with plenty people. And I love the fact that she is so attractive, but she's actually knows what she's doing, right? So obviously people are being drawn in by her beauty, but she fucking looks like she really knows what she's doing. And we'll find out when we actually talk to her, right? Because physically you can do something, but what is your boxing knowledge, right? And we'll dissect that here on the show. Yeah, she'll be live on the show tomorrow, right? No, she's live on the show Wednesday, as well as Manolo. No, excuse me, her last name is Manolo. I'm fucking that all up. So her name is Camille Manolo, and her fighter's name is Angel Lozano. I fucked that up for last 30 minutes. But other than that, we're gonna have Christine Martin. Remember Christine Martin, the boxer? She's now promoting, and we're gonna have her on the show, and her fighter Keon Papillion will be on the show Thursday morning. Then Thursday evening, we got white boy, that one white boy from Texas. His coach is a professional fighter. His name is Martin Takataka Solano. So Edwin Solano, you better be around for your brethren. And Keller Plant is on tomorrow. So Friday we got Brian Custard. And you know we had Brian Custard before. We fucked that up with the internet. So hopefully we don't, and we can get him on. We got Ken Stone with a super chat. What up?
Yo, he said UFC had a card over the weekend on ABC Network. Mark Kriegel even did a piece on the old Ali days on the network. Will we get a ABC top rank fight? Question mark.
I mean, hopefully, you know, if they want to grow the sport and if they want to attract new fans, you know, terrestrial television is definitely the alleged answer. I don't know that it's proven to be, but you want to believe that by putting fighters on television that doesn't need a price point or bracket, you make new fans.
Now I know what the question was from yesterday, the super chat. He says, are we going to get an ABC card, and will Bud be the main event for that card? That's what the question was. So now we know what the ABC card was about. He's talking about a card on ABC, and will Bud be the headliner for it? No.
All right, so we gave you an update of this week's schedule. Now, believe me, I'm booked all January. We're literally working on first and second week, and that's already checkered up in terms of some of those first and second week days are done in February. So that's just this week's schedule because I don't want to overload your brain. And again, I want you to go to memberships and Patreon and drop a questions for these guests and make them feel good, man. Let's get behind their story, learn about their story, and try our best to oh man, great news. Like the last little piece just came in the email, and it's just like, brother, I just want my man God to be like, it's bang, you done. Because I'm fucking so ready for palm trees and sunny days. You don't even understand. Like, I'm walking through this fucking place despising everything already. Like, mentally, I'm walking up the steps and I'm like, yo, I can't wait to be done with these steps. Everything is, I can't wait to be done. Babe, can you this? I imagine, like, I'm so fucking ready to go, bro. I'm ready. And Cassius doesn't know. He doesn't know. Like, people don't know. Like, I'm going to be in that gym. I'm going to be in all those gyms. That's nothing for me. Those little bit of hours, that's nothing, man. I'm going to be getting all that Hergovich footage now. It's a wrap. I'm going to kill it, man, out there. So I can't not wait.
That'd be crazy.
For real.
So tomorrow's the day, huh?
Yo, me, Jordan, and Keem, I guarantee you, we gonna be doing like at least 2 times a week. Cause again, for me, it's nothing. I mean, the biggest issue is like I do so many shows on a Saturday, but I'll change that shit completely up to get that work in, you know. Cause he's gonna be a few hours from me, but that side of town is where it's popping when it comes to boxing. I definitely want to go check out my man Zayas and shit. And get up in that sweat boxing gym. We talked to him about Border Wars, and his name is Centennial. He's actually down and loves it, man. Loves it. So, but I want to go to Willie's, man. So I'm still waiting before I give him the
okay.
Not the okay, but yo, you triggered my mind. Mitty said, "Damn, someone sniped Easy Boy," but the word snipe is short for sniper. The nickname Sniper belongs to Jose Pedraza, and he's making a gym in Puerto Rico. I just seen it on IG, yo. And if Keem could beat Marvin, fuck it. I wanted DR, but I'll take PR, baby. If Keem could beat Marvin, yo, defending world titles in Puerto Rico, Ivan Calderon already told us, and yo, Pedraza's my mans in them, so we could definitely do that.
Super chat from Troy King, Killer King,
Entertainment
King. Who you working with? Question mark.
I mean, if he talking about me when I get to Florida in terms of spawn, I'm gonna try and get it in with all of them, especially to grow the channel. Imagine me and Cheney, Cheney putting hands on me. That'll help the channel out. I get in there with old ass Luis Ortiz and shit. Yo, Luis shorter than me too, man. I got pictures with Luis, man. He know. And I was in shape when I took them pictures, man. He shorter than me, but obviously that don't mean anything. You know what I mean? Especially like not that I mean, on the world level, like if he fought someone taller, like again, he showed us what he could do with someone taller anyway, right? Like skill is just skill. And you heard,
Cheney.
Yes, you heard Cheney about how good Lewis is. But anyway, we're rambling. We went to all the sound bites. Did we actually say like?
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
What up?
No, 5 stars. I was giving the 5 stars.
Oh,
go ahead.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Yo, we going out to Anthony and Charlotte. If you're live on Block Talk, don't forget to press the number 1 button. That's going to let us know that you want to rock out on the show live.
What's going on, fellas? Morning.
What up?
Morning. What's up, brother?
Yeah, I think Oscar's this captain. I don't think Pacquiao. Well, I don't think Crawford will win either, but I think Crawford's a harder fight. But I just don't see that happening. And Ness, I think you go get your wish because I think the next fight is gonna be Ugas and Thurman's gonna fight for that WBA, and Spence is gonna fight his mandatory. Then those two gonna fight each other if he can beat Ugas. Mark my words. Remember, I told you that. Now.
I mean, the only way that happens, Anthony, is if Pacquiao fights Conor and Ugas gets elevated and Thurman fights him because Al owes him one, and then Thurman beats Ugas, and then Earl fights Thurman because he wants that third belt.
Right, and you know that Ugas is going to get elevated because Pacquiao is going to take that fight. That's a given. And so, only way you sell it, you got to make Ugas. Listen, if you beat Thurman, then you'll be more popular, so we can put you on pay-per-view with Earl, and vice versa. If Thurman's coming off a win and got a bit.
Cut it. I agree. Sounds good if it's possible. We got Davidian in Buffalo Falls saying, Ness Heyman at it again, making the boxing voice great again. 100 emoji, thumbs up emoji, 2 laughing out, louds emoji. We're going out to Coach Myers, Connecticut. What up?
Coach Myers, what up?
Yo, you hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, that fucking mute button is a bitch, boy, I tell you. But good interview, man. Good interview. You heard him say he's coming back to train your boy. So I'll be ready in the summer for Border Wars. But Damn, Nash, you going down to Florida, huh, bro? You leaving the cold and all with the Four Seasons and all that, man.
Bruh.
You about to be a damn South boy, man.
I hope,
like,
man.
You know what I mean? I'm kind of I'm hating a little bit, you know?
Man, listen, I'm inviting everybody. Come on out, man. I told Mario, man, yo, what you doing in the winter over there, man? Like, what you doing in Connecticut, man? Not only, listen,
the same thing you've been doing in Jersey all these years.
Nah. You and I both know Connecticut get it way worse in terms of the cold. Secondly, bruh, I never seen a state with more haunted movies. Like, y'all got more haunted house movies. You know, it's time to leave Connecticut, man. Yo, it's like every block on Connecticut got a haunted house movie out or a documentary.
You stupid, Ness.
Yo, you got to be careful.
Yo, y'all take it easy, yo. You stupid, Ness.
All right.
Coach.
Yo, but nah. Look, not every house, but keep it G though. Like, how many movies have you watched that's like, yo, it's about a haunted house? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's gonna be our guest Wednesday. I see y'all now. They drooling, putting little drool emojis in the chat, man. I'm not asking some of y'all questions. Let me see if anybody dropped the question. Let's see who's the number one horn bag. Who came for the horn bagging? The king of all horn bags is here.
Yeah.
Brandon. You know Brandon is there. After the little PSA, now he there. Huh. I see you. I ain't gonna mention the next one because I don't think he's a hornback. He's just a supporter, man. He truly appreciates Patreon. Not that Brandon doesn't. You know, I'm catering to Brandon, man. That's what I'm catering to you, champ. We going out to David Maldonado. What up?
Yo.
Oh shit, I forgot. My bad, David. I almost forgot. David got that intro with the little calypso.
What he done to the boxing world to be number one in the junior weight division?
What up? What's good, champ?
Yo, the topic of today is Manny Pacquiao versus Spence.
Nah, it's more as Oscar De La Hoya believes that Spence loses to both Crawford and Pacquiao. So basically, do you believe he beats either? And do you believe this is hate or is it the truth?
I think at this point in Manny Pacquiao's career, I think that he not beating Spence. Hell no. Spence right now would beat Manny. However, Manny Pacquiao, if you look at the stats, he's knocked down or badly hurt everybody he fought, including Floyd. So I think Pacquiao would drop Earl for the first time in his career, but he's not beating Earl. As far as Terence Crawford, that's a fucking mismatch. Terence Crawford would destroy Errol Spence, probably stop it within 10 rounds. But that's Terence Crawford, though. That's like the fucking special fighter. Yeah, I agree with Spence losing to Crawford. That's not even a match. He's going to destroy him. That's going to be like the biggest fight that you see in boxing, where it's going to be like a one-sided beatdown, like what Bernard Hopkins did with Felix Trinidad. That's how Crawford did to Spence. And you got to give Manny Pacquiao credit. He's from a whole different generation. Besides Spence and Crawford, he beats everybody else at 147. That's my call.
All right, David.
Go.
Thanks for calling. I got to text the coach, see if they open it there. I wonder if they open, man. King, Florida. What up? Could you get that win? Could you take it to Puerto Rico for us? Could you make TBV's Border Wars great by making us go in that? I mean, that's fake international because it's like part of 51 states. But I'm saying, you know, you and I know both that's really a whole nother country.
There's nothing in the sponge for Izzy. He ain't got nothing in there. Where the team at? Oh, he got J-Mac giving excellent instructions over there to Keem the Dream.
Your winner by unanimous decision is Keem the Dream
Yo, y'all hear me?
Yeah, what up?
So, good morning, y'all.
I hear you getting the miles on the bike, man. I hear you on the bike.
We going to Puerto Rico, man. Nah, I ain't on the bike, man. I'm in my work van, man. Nah, man. Listen, book it, man. We going to Puerto Rico, man. Let's get it. I'm with it. But yeah, listen, man. I can't really say Oscar hating. You know, I'm trying to stop saying that when somebody has an opinion opposite of mine that they're a hater. That gets thrown around a lot in boxing, man. But because Oscar's pretty open about wanting to sign Spence on multiple occasions. I mean, you can't. How you gonna hate on a guy that you would sign in .2 seconds? Maybe he just really feels like he couldn't beat Pacquiao and Crawford. I mean, I think he's wilding with the Pacquiao. Crawford, okay, but Pacquiao, like, come on, man. Pacquiao ain't. He's still a great fighter and all that, but he not what he was, man. And Spence is a different animal. So, I'm not gonna say he hating, man. And maybe that's just his opinion, and he's wrong on it. But hey, that's his opinion, man. So, yeah. But that's all I got, man.
All right. Keem in Florida. Natural Wiz Hamilton. What up, Canada?
Wiz.
Yo, come
What?
back to me. I'm outside the truck right now.
All right, Steve, Chicago.
Steve, what up?
My town up in K-Town.
Hey, Daddy, this a dollar beat.
I drink soda, I eat pizza, I hang out with chicks all day. These fighters still can't beat me. They fighting every day, they in the gym every day. Just give me 6 weeks, and I got it.
BoxingWiz.com.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Hey, man, what are you doing going to Florida? You're not going to be able to shovel snow down there.
That is the point, champ. That is the point.
I was doing that on Saturday, brother. You got this feeling of me wanting to get in there.
Oh, in the ring?
No, getting down there.
Oh,
getting
man.
Down there with.
Yo, come on down, man. Come on down. Because you know what? I almost hate that I'm leaving now that I've built a little team. I got Greatness, Show Kid. Now we going to have this new guy. His name is Virgil. And then me and Doomy. That's like 5-6 people, man. I'm going to miss that, man. I want a little team. So we going to have to build it in Florida, man. 2 years from now, I'm getting a gym. That's the next goal. Got to have my own gym.
Yeah, that's where it's at, man. There's a lot of gyms down there, so yeah, you're making the right move. You got Broner and them down there too. Don't forget.
Yeah, man. They actually at the gym that we have kind of got a semi clear to do the Border Wars at. They're at Centennial's gym. That's Sweatbox. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Hey, man, I wanted to just tell everybody about the Pick'em League. I don't know if you announced it.
Yeah, we
I've been
did
in and
yesterday.
out.
We did yesterday, but go ahead and talk
Okay.
about it today and let everybody know.
Yeah, we started it up. There's fights Wednesday, so you got to get your picks in by tomorrow. So you got to do that one quickly. So whoever wants to get in on that, you got Wednesday, and then there's some fights on Saturday. So yeah, the league is starting brand new. So everybody last year who didn't get in on it, or they felt that they were far behind, like now's a fresh start. So this is all new.
Tough
so everyone
fights.
starts from the beginning.
Tough fights too, man. You got Angelo Leo versus Stephen Fulton
Yeah.
this week. You know, Fulton.
Yeah, even Wednesday, a lot of undefeated. Like there's not really clear winners. You got Rolly too. A lot of people think that he's gonna lose against this guy. I don't know. Then Wednesday, there's like a bunch of prospects undefeated. I was gonna ask you, do you know any of those guys?
Who?
That's on the Showbox Wednesday card.
Wednesday, I don't know. I'm checking the Pick'em League though, and I know Romero and Justin Paludo. He's Dominican. Victor Pasillas. We supposed to have Victor this Thursday, maybe, or Friday, something like that, because he's in Connecticut. When he gets to Connecticut, we supposed to be getting. We had Rais Ailim on. I know him. Angelo Leo, Stephen Fulton. We know them. Pedro Nunez, never heard of him, or Aram Avagan, I don't know, Avagani, I don't know whose that is, and I never heard of Martino Jules. Pedro Marquez Medina, never heard of that, or this one. I don't know, none of these. Wait, man, Quinn Williams, I heard of him. Maquan, let me see this guy. I think I heard of him. Yep. He's from New York. He's out of Gleason's. Damn, yo. I'm gonna miss that, man. I gotta get back. I'm gonna miss that. But yeah, this guy's out of Gleason's.
But you know what, man? You say you're gonna miss that, but you'll be in a different. They got gyms down there. Just be, you're just gonna have a different. Aspect of it.
Yeah. But that's the thing, these East Coasters actually blow up more than the boot.
Yeah, they do. But a lot of them guys go down there and train because of the weather.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. That's the goal, man. But Steve, thanks for calling in. That's the goal, man. Get a little gym and shit. And a guy like, some of these guys that don't have the place to relocate can come and get that workout in over there, man. But looks like we got what's up?
Hold on, you know what's funny about that? Like, you live in the snow, but you're gonna inherit the hurricanes and the stuff like that.
Bro,
for you, the difference is not. You weigh the difference already.
It's not even about weighing out the difference, dog. That's people that live in a whole nother state just saying that shit. I'm not just making this grand move. My brother's been out there for like 18 years. You know what I mean? He's been out there for 18 years, and let me tell you what another little fun fact. He's owned and built both of the homes that he's lived out there, owned and built, and never ever paid for storm windows and shutters, because the hurricane's just never been that strong. So he's never spent that money. And listen, this last house, it sits on 3.8 acres in a state that it's $100,000 just for dirt. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in a city, there's just $100K starting to get you some dirt. You know what I'm saying? No house.
No house. Dang.
So he knows about building. And yeah, man, hurricanes ain't as bad as people say. Right? Like, as people believe, rather. You got to talk to people that live there. Like Keem. Talk to Keem. You know what I'm saying? He out there. I don't see him running anywhere. But that being said, it is time to go to... Who is this? I'm gonna have that down packed pretty soon. Solano, Edwin, what up? LA, talk to me.
Oh, congrats on your move, man.
Oh, it ain't done yet, man. I'm asking for the positive vibes because this shit's been the biggest headache of my life. But I want to believe that it is going to get done.
All right, I see. But congrats anyway, because that's a big move for sure. On the De La Hoya, though, I think he's being delusional since he called out Triple G, to be honest with you. And it sucks that he's hating so much, just like Ryan Garcia saying that the belts don't count anymore. It kind of sets the vibe that they're sending to us and all the boxers. So I don't think Errol Spence, Manny Pacquiao will beat Errol Spence. And then Crawford and Errol Spence will be a great fight.
Definitely, brother. Listen.
Hey, yo.
Go ahead.
Just to tell you that most of my family... Sorry, I had to run to get the door real quick. Most of my family lives in Florida. One part of my family lives in Florida.
Damn.
And one part of my family lives on the East Coast.
Jersey.
Like Philly, Jersey.
Damn, Philly too.
You know what I'm saying? Some moved from New York to Philly. You know what I'm saying? Some staying in Jersey. But the ones in Florida, they made the move straight to Florida. I feel like wherever you land first is kind of where you stay for a little bit.
But that was always my argument with my mother, right? Like, and this is what I'm saying. This is a dream that I've always had. Like, Florida wasn't the dream, just tropical weather. Even though I was born in America, my parents are Caribbean, and that was my argument. Like, what the fuck made you come here? Like, you Cubans got it right. Cubans like, yo, it's only 91 miles. We out. We jumping in the boat. We swimming to Miami. You know what I'm saying? But like, why as a Dominican would you come to fucking cold ass New York and Jersey? But whatever, man.
And so, I always wanted to, you know what I'm saying, get the hot weather in your blood is like, it's a must. Once you come from the islands and you actually like, born and even grew up or visit a lot, it's in your blood, man, to want to get to that heat, man.
Yeah, man. We got looking like Keith in Brooklyn. Keith, Brooklyn.
What up?
Right? Yeah, Keith in Brooklyn.
What's going on? That's what's going on, Francis. You guys can hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, you clear. What up?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think De La Hoya is hating per se. It's just I think he's like the last caller said, pretty much delusional. I don't think Pacquiao could beat Spence. Crawford, I think it's 50-50, but I still will lead towards Spence. So that's pretty much it. And then Ness, congratulations on the house, man. Once it's closed, once everything's official, let us know. I'll drop you a nice little cash app, and we'll move on from there. All right, brother?
Oh man, appreciate you and thank you, man. From your lips to God's ears. It's even funny he says that because I was telling my girl, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna make an Amazon wish list, man, because I got some little shit that people could buy me that ain't gonna break nobody's wallets. Like, you know what I mean? When I bought this house, it was my first home, and I was so excited, bro. Like that, as soon as I closed on a Friday. And Saturday, I was here already doing lawn work and shit in the yard, right? And in the front yard. And I had these, I don't want to call them ivies, but it was just like this weird shit going on in the front that was like like not flowers, but more like vines, and I'm just like, no, I want grass in the front. So I ripped all that out. But I say that to say this, that once I was done and I grew my little grass in the front and I had my house looking the way I liked in terms of curb appeal, my uncle gifted me like 3 boxes of those solar lights. You know what I'm saying? And they're like 12 lights per box, so I had a substantial amount. So I lit the front of my house and the whole driveway, and I loved it. Every day I was excited to come home at night from my little truck driver job, and see my house lit up with my little solar lights, bro. And the fucking neighborhood kids kicked my shits, broke my shits. You know what I'm saying? And we barely have kids here. Let me tell you that I love this neighborhood. Like if I seen 2 children riding their bikes or playing ball out here, that's a lot. And but when it's school time, they gonna have to walk. And they fucked up all my little lights. So I say all that to say that I can't wait to get over there where I got way more space and there's less people on the street, because I don't want nobody kicking my little lights. I want to go back to having my little fucking lit up lights and shit. I want to drive into my shit lit up. You know what I'm saying? But
I heard that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, little goals you have as you get older, man. We going out to Hawken, Maryland. What's up?
Yo, what's up, fellas? How y'all doing today?
All good.
We're good. What up?
Ain't too much. I'm wishing you the best, Ness. Hope you get what you setting your heart on getting, brother.
Thank you, brother.
And living where you want to live. I wish you the best of that, man. But I think it sounds like a little animosity from Oscar De La Hoya, because he did want Spence on his team, because Spence used to be on his team. I don't know if he would be saying that if he was, I know he wouldn't be saying that if he was promoting Spence. So I don't know, man. I think Spence would beat Pacquiao, and him and Terence Crawford would be a great fight. I like to see that one. I really can't call it. I like to see it though. I'm going with Spence, but I like to see that one. But Pacquiao, he's a dynamite fighter, but I don't know, man. Everybody that's 42 years old, I don't know. Spence kind of fresh for that, so I'm gonna go with Spence on that one. But great show, and have a great day, fellas.
All right,
Shout out to you, Hawk. Shout out to you.
We got here Cincinnati,
Belleville, New Jersey. Okay.
Who in Belleville?
Was it Oxy Mocha say he's trying to look for a home now, trying to move to Belleville, New Jersey.
Oh shit! Shout out to Belleville, Chip. Yo, damn. Yo, you looking for a 1 family or a 2 family? My cousin got a 2 family in Belleville, champ. Nice too. Driveway, nice little lot next to it. So you got the grass in the front and on the side, plus the driveway with the detached garage in the back. A little bit of concrete to have a basketball court. And it's actually in a nice spot in Belleville, man. I'm very, very familiar with Belleville. That's so funny, yo. Small world. Small world. Shout out to everybody. Let me get to Cincinnati.
Hey, whole nother time zone. Jumped up back with our mind on. Can't play when you here, get your life stole. If you bring it here, then the price grow. First jabbing and punching the line long. I drop a pigeon, let 9 go. We slap with the fake glass and white go. This only happens in Ohio.
Yo, Ness, what's good? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. Before I get started on this topic, I want to give a shout out to my beautiful wife. Today marks 2 years of our marriage anniversary, so shout out to her. You know, all the shit I put her through over the years, and lying and cheating and stabbing me and shit. Put all that shit behind us, so we good now. So shout out to her.
This guy's crazy, man.
We got many more to come, man. That's my baby. But shout out to you, man. I hope you get that house in Florida, man. Because I mean, I didn't want to say this, but if this Wilder versus Martin get made, I'm putting big money on Martin. So hopefully, I can get me a house down there too, when Martin pull off this upset and knock old Wilder out. Yeah, I'm calling it now. But as far as the topic now, thank God for Hoya.
Yo. Did he even knock out Adam Kovnacki? Like, yo, I thought that you was just being like a realist with the Wilder Fury thing, but now I'm starting to feel like maybe you just don't like Wilder.
Nah, man, Charles Martin. All right, I'm telling y'all, man, that man getting better.
All right, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Who is the better fighter? Luis Ortiz, who is a southpaw, or Charles Martin, who is a southpaw?
About even. You know, I like Luis Ortiz too, but it's about even. I'm telling y'all, Charles Martin is not playing.
And I'm gonna run with the about even by assuming that you mean by about even. You think Luis is more skilled than Martin, and Martin might be underneath him slightly, but Luis is the more skilled.
I think Martin got more power though.
But he didn't knock out Adam Kovnacki.
Hey, man, that was his first fight back off that loss. Watch the second half of that fight, dog. He was whooping Kovnacki's ass. He almost came back to. If that was a 12-round fight, he would have won that fight.
Bruh.
Go back and watch.
Cut it. And all that is great, but Kovnacki landed rights, man. You talking about Wilder. Like, you can't make them type of mistakes with Wilder, but...
Night.
Or be in a fight that long with Wilder, unless you are, you know, someone else. But look, I'm going to J-Mac.
So you hating?
I'm that guy. What you want to bet on? Bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million. You getting that money, right? Easy. Let's bet $1 million easy. And I for the bread. When I him, y'all gonna say he was too weak on my life.
Okay, bow down, bitches. I'm about to handle business. I'ma teach you all a lesson. This'll only take a minute. Got a part and all this passion in my blood. Niggas hating just because. Think about it. Everybody love Bud. J-Mac, where you at? All these niggas hating on me. Shit is whack. So official with it, go and check stats. Hey, I'm out here trying to get it. Next, I only got a minute. Get ready for the back attack.
Yo, good morning. Can y'all hear me?
Oh, what up? You clear?
Hey, well, I don't think Oscar was hating like y'all was going back and forth over the saying. He don't have a dog in the fight. He don't have a horse in the race. I think he was speaking on his expertise. However, I think he's a little delusional when it comes down to Pacquiao beating Spence. I mean, Pacquiao had Jeff Horn problems, and Jeff Horn and Spence are similar in size. Jeff might be a little more ruggedier, but Spence is definitely more technical. And even though Mr. Keith Thurman don't have the type of jab that could keep Pacquiao out of his kitchen, I think Spence does. And Spence might be slightly slower, but Pacquiao, he's 40-something years old. He's speeding fast, but it won't be enough. Errol pros his size, his jab, his biting technique on him. Give me my other call so I can run it back to back, Ness. And as far as y'all know what it is with Bud, I got Bud beating Spence in every shape, form, or fashion before the accident, after the accident, whatever. Just too skilled, just too much of a thinker. I heard y'all speaking on power in the ring earlier.
Cut it. Back. You said running back to back. Did you? Running back to back.
Oh, he did? My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
My bad, J
Pull him
Mac.
back.
Go ahead. You live.
Yeah, it's funny how you hear everything else, but you didn't hear that. But it's all good. Now, when y'all was speaking on power, Keith Thurman has the most power out of all of them. I don't think he just know how to set his shots up. I don't think he's technically sound to put the punches together to set his shots up. Errol, however, is a volume puncher and he can get his shots off, but I don't think he has the power unless he's going to the body. Before setting up his shots and the balance, Bud, I believe, is the best of them all for putting his punches together because of his balance he has. He got better balance than a lot of those guys, and balance is strength, balance is speed, balance is key to when you setting up angles and everything. That's why he can pick his shots and put punches together. Keith Thurman couldn't keep Pacquiao off him because his jab is not educated enough. He uses his jab to set up big shots, so it really ain't no jab like he's using a judging range or distance. Bud, however, does that. I think Mario speaking on it and stuff like that. That's why I have Bud beating Spence easily, possibly maybe stopping him. Oh, and have my $500, Francis. That's my call.
For what?
I don't know. Maybe y'all making a $500 bet when Bud and Earl fight.
Oh yeah, for sure. Have mine.
That's a big bet.
Hell yeah.
Y'all got big balls, man. I don't know, man. A fight is a fight, man. That's a large sum of money to put on a fighter.
Be very honest with you, man. Like that's light, man. You bet more than that if you want to. Like it's you gotta listen. You gotta know what you know, man. You know what I mean? And you gotta be willing to stand 10 on it, man. If you're not, then you might as well just stop talking. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it.
But standing 10 and losing money is two different things. But I hear you, man. Let me go to North Carolina. Rod, what up?
Yeah, what's up, fellas?
What up?
I was just thinking, De La Hoya, he may not be too far off. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, he was in with Pac a long time ago, but he may be looking at the drop-off and how much of a drop-off. I know, Pac's had a drop-off, but he may be saying that may not be as bad as you think because he looked good against Thurman. He might be able to hold his own against Errol Spence. I think that's what he's trying to say. And the Bud fight, that's 50-50 to me. I think Earl will probably get it, but that's going to be a good fight. And I had one more question. What is the approximate time that you'll probably have Caleb Plant on and the young lady on? And I'll take it off there.
Camille is going to be at 9:30 on Wednesday. Camille Manolo and Angel Lozano is at 9:30 a.m. Wednesday. And Caleb Plant is going to be for our Thursday flagship show evening time. I think he's doing either 4:15 Pacific Standard Time, 7:15 Eastern, or 8:30, 5:30. 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 West Coast. Coast to the west. And if you're on Blog Talk and you haven't pressed 1, that's why we have not gone to you. Louisville Slugger, what up?
What's up?
TBV, fellas, what up?
What's good?
Chilling.
Yeah, man, it's Oscar. I don't know if he hating on that. He might be speaking how he really feel, but I don't understand the Pacquiao. Don't see how Pacquiao could beat a Spence. Especially after the Porter fight. He caught in the ring. It just seemed like he just forgot how to even speak English, man. So I'm not sure he really won a Spence fight. Out of the two, though, I do think Pacquiao fight Spence before Crawford, though. Because Spence going 12 with these guys, which he's finding a better competition. But Bud's getting him up out of there. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like if we was to get that fight, Pacquiao, Spence will go 12. But if Pacquiao was to fight Crawford will retire Pacquiao, man. Like that would be a retired Pacquiao if he ever to fight Crawford. But I wanted to ask about the Mustafa, the Mack truck trainer. When you
we gotta reschedule him, man. We gotta reschedule him.
No, I was about to ask though. I wanted to know. Like I believe, man, one of my partners I went to play college football with, man. I believe he did. He got the upset against one of them Barrentez twins, like the Angel Barrentez. I forget his name. I was trying to see if I could. I'm not sure if that's the trainer, but I think it is. I was trying to see if I could try to get him on the show, man. He beat one of them Barrentez. You know who I'm talking about? The 122 pounder.
Nah, but hit me up on IG. or
I bet.
Patreon or something like with the info, and let's get it done.
Yeah, his name Trayvon Lawson, man. I was gonna ask about him once you got him on.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a Mustafa fighter.
Yeah, that is a
Yeah.
fighter.
I was trying to get him on, but his schedule unfortunately he has to work, and it's real difficult to give Thursdays up when those are like for bigger West Coast names, right? Because that's our only West Coast day. We do a show every day at a reasonable time for the East Coast, right? But West Coast, if I'm trying to schedule you on a show and you in LA, you got to wake up at 6:30 in the morning. So we try to save Thursdays for that. So me and TJ still trying to figure it out, but I've been talking to him. That's funny, man. Small world.
I'm telling you, I played college football with him, man. If y'all know football, like he was a safety, and you know what I'm saying? He a small dude, and like he used to come from safety, man. He didn't do 200 pounds with that hat, like hidden, like you know what I'm saying. I just feel like he was bigger. He could have been in NFL, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I know him, like I played college football with him. So yeah, man. Hopefully you can get him on the show, man. But yeah, man, he got a good story, man. Good story, like man, like his story, man. 100, man. So shout out to y'all, man. Good show.
For sure.
Keep doing y'all.
We working on it, man. We trying.
Yo, read that super chats for you, man.
Oh shit. Ness, this JP from Long Beach. Claim what your heart desires and have faith. God will deliver what your heart desires. We are claiming that crib today. Claim it now in the name of Jesus, man. We get in that house. Let's go, JP. Tell him, man. JP in Long Beach. I love you, man. Thank you for the support. Can't wait to have you come cook some barbecue ribs back there, man. I know we're going to be doing some border wars and heading back to either Keem's cousin house, because I swear to God, I'm going to keep the pressure on Keem's cousin. We're going to have to rub elbows till I put my hole in the ground. We going to be chilling at Keem's house. We going to Stick Talk Boxing. What up?
Stick Talk.
What up, fellas?
What's good?
Ain't nothing, man. Hey, El Rey de la Droga, Oscar de la Hoya. He's delusional. He's delusional.
Yo, good Spanish, man. Congrats. Yeah, that was nice.
I like him. I like his point on Crawford, but he's an old dude and he's just still stuck on getting beat up by Pacquiao and thinks he can probably still fight and beat Errol. That's why he's saying that. But good show, and shout out to y'all. Shout out to Mustafa Mickens. I was kicking it with him over the weekend at a little amateur event in North Augusta, South Carolina. He explained why he didn't make it to the boxing voice. I pressed him for you, Ness. That's my call.
Thank you, brother. Nah, but he let me know, man. He definitely had some personal matters that, kept him outside of the interview. I think I just hit him up because I'm trying to reschedule that.
Yo, Ken with the super chat. Ken from Haiti said, "Do you think Cassius was saying indirectly, Lovejoy is trash?"
Hell yeah, come on.
Laugh emoji.
Hell yeah, man. That's what he was saying. But like, listen.
Oh, forgot. Show Kid 2005 says, "Good luck on the closing. Buying a house is stressful, but you got it, champ."
Oh man, I hope so, brother. I hope so, man. It's definitely fucking stressful, man, without a doubt.
JP with a $9.99 super chat. Show Kid with a $4.99 super chat, and Ken from Haiti with a $5 super chat.
Oh, you on your Enrique shit? Yo, Adrian, what's
the love, right?
What up, Adrian, Wisconsin?
Hey, what's good, y'all?
Man, what up?
Just blessings. I quit.
Yo,
I
got
got
spawn footage of you though, cause ain't already submitted, man.
Yeah, I'll get some footage, man. I'm trying to get some footage with some grown folks though. I got a lot of 16 and 17-year-olds at my gym, so I'm trying to post some footage with some people more adultish, cause I ain't trying to hear that shit talk.
I mean, but what if them 17-year-olds just nice like that?
No, they all right though. They all right though. Cause
imagine Spawn Shakur when he was 17.
Hey, I'm old, man. I'm good on that. I'm good on that. But yeah, I drive some wheel training and shit though, and on the Instagram though, man. I'm trying to put the video together. Today's the first day I don't have to do my flooring job anymore. I'm back to full-time manager status at the bar and just the whole DJ and the boxing club thing. So that's a blessing. I got more time to train and more time to follow my dreams. So yeah, there'll definitely be more footage coming very soon because I'm gonna be able to move around and go to the different gyms.
Congrats, champ.
But on top of that, Oscar De La Hoya is a salty dude, man. He hates Floyd because Floyd beat him. He hates Pacquiao because Pacquiao beat him. He's always out there trying to put some narrative out there and talk smack because he's salty. So I really don't take much of what the Golden Boy has to say anymore with a lot of credibility. I mean, I do think that Spence can beat Pacquiao. I think at 43 years old, that type of pressure fight would really hurt him. I don't know if he could take that. I kind of agree with J Mac. If Jeff Horn made it rough for him, I think Earl definitely would. And Earl Crawford. I used to think Earl.
Cut it.
Oh, so that is everyone. Lidslow, what up?
No.
Get your ass in the ring and
Ain't
swing,
no hard
man.
button. You boxing motherfucker like this.
BoxingWords.com.
Hey, Daddy.
Boxing thinking man's game.
This a dollar beat.
Chill. Up here. You gotta be out thinking motherfucker. That's what wins fights.
BoxingWords.com.
CBV was happening, man.
What's up?
What up?
Man, everything coach on this. And hey, Ness, welcome to the South, man.
Not yet, but I hope.
You coming, dog. You coming. Hey, I don't know if what De La Hoya intentions was. Really don't care. I like it when more popular people like that put out their opinion. It probably helped the fight get done more. So whatever his reasoning for doing it, I don't even care. As long as it helped the fight get done, I'm down for it. Now, real quick, Ness. Border Wars, Florida, right? The 13th of March.
Yeah.
What's it?
What city?
What's it? Yeah.
We leaning towards Tampa.
Okay, leaning towards Tampa. I just want to get it. I just got that new gig, and I want to let them know. You know what I'm saying? March 13th, I'm being at Border Wars.
Well, that's a Saturday anyway, man. I mean, unless you fall. I mean,
Oh,
you
nah,
is in
but
Georgia, but that's only a drive.
Oh yeah, so you're right. That's why I'm make sure I be there. That's why I'm making sure. But I appreciate you, man. Y'all stay up and shout out to everybody. Baldy, my guy. I'm out.
I seen Baldy in the chat. Salute to Baldy. I seen you in the chat early before the show even started. Davidian, Buffalo.
Yo.
What up?
Yo, what's good, TBV? How y'all doing?
All good.
Nothing. I'm just was in the gym trying to do a little something.
Uh-oh. New year. Let's get it.
Yeah. I know. I'm gonna try. Man, big man. It's COVID that made me fat.
Man, you get that weight off.
Yep.
You gotta look up. Yo, how far are you from Hamilton? How is he far? I don't know shit about Canada.
Border, man. You just border cross it, man. You border, on the other side. You closer to
Yeah, I don't know if I could cross. Damn. Could I cross? Because of the.
Nah, you can't come over here, brother.
I don't know.
Damn.
Border's still close. Oh, yeah. Yep. See, yeah, something like yep. Man, I don't know. I'm gonna get the weight off though. So I'm gonna do my best, but I'm gonna try to get a Border Wars in. Just one, at least one.
At least, man. At least.
Hey, but Davidian, when you can cross though,
you?
you're about maybe about an hour from Hamilton. But I said about hour and 10 minutes from Hamilton. Depending on how far you are in Buffalo, by the way. From the border to Hamilton, it's probably about 45 minutes. So, you know what I'm saying?
How tall? I mean,
okay,
how old are you?
I know I'm not that far. 30.
Oh man, you too young. I got this heavyweight, but you too young and you too tall. You say you 6'4", right?
No, I'm 6'2".
Yeah, he's still way too tall. He's only like 5'9" and shit. But Davidian, gracias, muchas gracias. We got Hawk in Maryland. It says DNA of boxing. Ness Francis. This is Hawk. Great show, fam. Oh, he said the boxing voice. The DNA of boxing. Ness Francis. This is Hawk. Great show, fam. Thank you, man. We going out to
Super chat. Thank you, Hawk.
JT. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
So interesting because you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, with that comment. No, that was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. You know, we're doing live TV. Man, I don't care. What you gonna do about it?
I'll kill this mother. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
What's up, y'all?
What up? What up? What up?
Yeah, I hope you get that house, Ness. Everybody saying you the praises. I hope you get that house, man.
Me too, man. Thank you for the positive energy.
Yeah, but Pacquiao versus Errol, it's gonna be a tough fight for Errol the first few rounds, but I think Errol will eventually pressure him out and just start beating on him. They probably go stop it and stuff like that. But the speed gonna be a little trouble for Errol. Keith Thurman. I think Keith Thurman need to get a chance at Bud Crawford and Errol Spence. I think he'll be a good fight for both of them guys. He got good feet, got good power, and stuff like that. I think I give it's a 50-50 fight with Errol Spence and Keith now. I still got Bud beating Keith Thurman, but I think that's an exciting fight as well. So I think they need to give Keith Thurman a shot and stop putting all that stuff in the past and let that be gone. You know, let it be gone. Let it be something about new boxing, man, because I'm tired of all that, like the Cholos and all that holding grudges and stuff like that. Let them boys in and let them fight now. Can't hold them for the past. But that's all I got, though, man. That's all I heard because I came on late, so I don't know what else y'all was talking about.
All right.
Nah, just that, and we had Cassius on, but thanks for calling. We going out to your brother, Boomerang Gang.
Gang.
Boomerang.
Yo, can you hear me?
We hear you.
Yeah.
Yo, Adrian, shout out to Adrian. Adrian was about to say he used to think Errol would beat him, but now he got Bud. Yo. Hello.
Yeah, you came back there. You back.
I don't know what happened. I got all my bars up and I ain't nowhere in no desert or anything. Nah, but man, like I said, man, it's kind of stupid we're saying the same thing. I'm confident that Bud B. Spence. I'm almost leaning towards the knockout. Y'all still looking for questions. Feel like if you're blind, just continue being blind when it happens, and if it happens, or when it happens, I'll be there to tell you I told you. That's my call, man.
Okay, we got Info Joe.
I tell you, give my 510.
This portion of the show we call In the Know, presented by my brother.
Yo, good morning, TBV. What up, Ness? What up, Francis the Praying Mantis in the building? What's happening, y'all? Hey, man, let me give out
the beast, man.
You better check box rec. Yo, I ain't got too much on the subject today, man. I just want to put out this public service announcement. The Pick'em League is back. For those who don't know what the Pick'em League is when you test your boxing knowledge against your peers in the TBV community. It's $5 to get in for the pro league and nothing for the amateur league. Each end of the month, there's a prize winner for those in the pro league. And for the amateur league, you got bragging rights. So test your skills against the rest of your peers in the TBV league, and let's see what we got. Last year's winner was Trey Miller. He picked the most fights out of the whole TBV community. Let's see if somebody can take his crown. Ness, you got this house, man. Prayers in the air and peace to all the whole TBV family. That's all I got, gentlemen. Peace and blessings.
Joe, man, thank you, man. Thank you for the kind words. Don't forget, I believe Jordan Baker, I said he gave you his boomerang. He's pound for pound supporter in Florida. Shout out to the pound for pound. Jordan Baker, Intrigue, Stainless. You know who you are. We appreciate y'all support. Looks like we got a new. Go for it.
Super chat. Rodden 817 with a 199 super chat that says, De La Hoya, Arum, clowns. Why do we still listen to them? Question mark.
I mean, when they stop writing headlines about them, we gonna stop reading them. But till then, you know, they're very big time promoters. Two of the biggest, right? Or one of the three, two of the three, however you want to look at it, like the two of the top three. So yeah, fuck. I think my man's name could be Adrian, right?
Adrian?
A new Adrian though. There you go. What's up, brother?
Yo, what's up, Ness?
Where you
First time calling. California, Bellflower.
What's up, Cali?
What up? What up?
Champ.
What's up, Ness? I'm a Filipino, so they're gonna call me a pactard, you know. So, but you know, I'm not delusional. I just feel like the last fight, I just feel like Pacquiao doesn't have the same output and the stamina. I feel like Errol Spence has all the energy, but I feel like it's gonna be a tough fight. It's gonna be his first tough fight, I believe. That's all I think.
All right, thank you for your call, man. Thank you for your call.
Thank you, man. You ain't no pactard. You telling the truth or your truth. You know, it is what it is. This is the voice of the people. There is no equal, but you damn sure could call up in here and let us know how you feel. Get it off your chest, celebrate, or eat that crow. Thursdays is previews and predictions. Sunday
is Crow Day.
Sunday is Crow Day. We're going out the Twin in Orlando. What up?
Yo, what up?
What's good?
Hey, Ness, I just seen you, heard you get off the call with the other guy, and you was like something about dude was 6'1", and you was like, nah, you too tall. Dude is only like 5'9". Bro, you trying to get me to fight these dudes that are like 6'1", 6'2". I'm 5'7" and a half, man.
Champy, I ain't offer you. Did I offer you Esteban?
Yeah, you offered me Jordan Baker and Esteban. Them dudes are 6 foot. But I don't care. Like, I don't really care like that. I'm just saying, if you think...
Nah, Jordan Baker ain't no 6 foot. What the hell? Esteban is 6'1", allegedly. You know, you know how BoxRec is. We don't know until we see him for real. And Jordan Baker... Ain't no fucking way Jordan's 6'1". Let me text Jordan right now, but ain't no way he's 6'1". Bro, you got to watch his fight with Chris Vega.
No, I did. He looked tall. Yo, I don't care. I'm not complaining about that. Like,
listen, let me
I gotta fight a dude, you know, that's so good. I don't care.
Well, literally,
I'm just saying, if you think that's too tall, I'm going by your opinion. I'm like, okay, then maybe.
No, for heavyweight, right? So, like, if you 5'9" in the heavyweight division, you ain't gonna have the agility.
You're right.
You ain't gonna have
got you.
You need the agility to get on the inside on a taller dude. But if you in the heavyweight division and you 5'9", you probably not gonna have the body to make it on the inside.
I got you.
You know, unless you real life Andy Ruiz. So, yeah, but listen, I'm not saying your fight ain't tough. I'm saying there's really no one else I can give you that is even less experienced. Anybody else is more. So Esteban, the Universal Man, he's 6'1" with 7 amateur fights. You know, available, and that's it. There's no one else available. Mulatto took the Alaska fight, plus they were too heavy for you. You are very light. You're 147, 154, and struggling to make 160. You know, if I put you in with someone in your division, he's going to have 3 amateur fights plus 2 Border Wars or 3 Border Wars fights, which is Donnell. You know, he's too experienced. Then I could give you Corey. He's got 14 amateur fights.
Right. I got you.
And I got dudes your way, but they way too experienced for you. I'm trying to give you the least experienced dude in your level. And look, you're also 37, 38. Either you could sit out and try and hope to get someone a little more.
I'm not sitting out. I'm not sitting out. Yo, if this is the thing I need to know. So this is the guy I'm fighting, right? Esteban, right?
No, I wouldn't do that, man. You never had a fight.
You told me that. I'm gaining weight because of that. I gained 3 pounds back because of that. I'm like, okay, I'm fighting this tall dude, 160. Let me, start bulking up now. So I was at 153. I lost 3 pounds and I gained it back. Yeah,
bro, you got to eat way more than that. No, but I'm not doing that fight, man. I sometimes I send people links just to see where your mind is, right? Because if you come back and you like, yo, hell yeah, I'll take that dude. I'm like, yo, then my next question is like, my next statement is like, yo, he got 4 wins, 3 losses, 7 amateur fights. Nah, man, this dude, look at him now. So then I still won't put you in, but I know you hungry. I know you I know. I learned.
Exactly. I don't care.
I learned what I need to learn. So then it's
right. The only thing I had to complain about was that when I looked at the video, I'm like, yo, 160. That dude look like he's 170, 175. So I'm like, oh, me going up, is that a thing? But I think I forgot what you said, but I was like, yo, whatever, man. If that's who I gotta fight, that's who I gotta fight. And you let me know that now. If you let me know that now, then all this, reasonable shit and me, that shit's out the window, bro, with me. Like, I'm not gonna go in and fight thinking about all that shit. You know what I mean? It's different. It'll turn different.
The fight that I want for you is Jordan. Because Jordan is coming off of ACL surgery, so he doesn't even know how good his knee is, but he's over-assessing himself, and he wanted Anthony Edwards. He was in a fight already with Robert the Genius, right? Robert the Genius pulled out because he can't make that 168. That's where Jordan wants to be ranked. But he's also, like you, losing weight without even working out, and he's at 163. So I'm like, dog, don't fight and give up 15 pounds. Why are you fighting at 175 if you're only 163 without working out? If you start to work out, you're gonna come down. So take this dude at 54 maybe. And he's like, nah, I don't want to do 54. So obviously we talked to you about 60, and I wanted to see where you at. I think the fight with Jordan is good because, again, you get the advantage that his knee, I see the footage, and you could go look at it. I told him his knee don't look 100% ready to get in there with a dog. Like, we don't know what you got. So so you also said you never you never fought, but you have been training. You had training with a boxing coach once, and you can get it again, is what you told me, right?
Right, yeah, it was for a few weeks, and I always done this shit myself, but like I hit dude up like end of last year, and he was on his way to Mexico for like vacation, and so he's gonna hit me back when he get back. He ain't been back yet.
Yo,
so it's kind of like, fuck, I don't know.
Keem just texted me and said, yo, what's up with Twin? What he waiting for to come train with him? Keem on that Orlando side. He in Del Rico. AKA
okay, all right. Now it's starting to click because I see something on the comment. Keem Crispo, right? I think I see something like that on
Crespo. Yeah,
Crespo. And I'm like, yo, who's that? And then I start listening more and hearing Keem the Dream come on. So that's him in Orlando. Okay. Yeah, yo, if that's the way the route I gotta go, I'm gonna hit dude up right now though, today, see what he says. If you don't hit back, then I'll go that route because I need to do something. I mean, I'm working out and everything, but I need the sparring and all that.
Yeah, no, Keem gets all the sparring. Believe me, I'm gonna be driving across the boot to get that Keem not from him, but his gym has a few heavyweights that I see, so I'll be there too. But yeah, you should definitely link up just so you have someone to do it that's in Border Wars anyway, you know what I'm saying? Plus, easier to record the footage for you versus having your phone on the floor or something like that. So hit him up right there in the chat. But yeah, I'm looking at Jordan Baker. Again, Jordan got the 1 win, so he's kind of the A side. He has to agree. He already told me to tell you yes, but I know secretly he wants to fight someone that has at least a win in Border Wars because he wants to continue to be ranked. You know what I mean? Like, he wants to eventually get those shots. But I think that the right fight for the both of y'all is that fight. Like, the right fight for you is him because of his knee and he just getting back. And then the right fight for you is, for him is you because we ain't seen you fight. You said you haven't competed and he's got a bum knee. So, until he proves that knee is 100, you got the advantage, except you're also older. So I feel like your fight is real even in the matchmaking because you're older, he's younger, but his knee's fucked up, yours is not. And I think you faster than him. But it's like I told him, I was honest with him. I said, yo, he looks way faster than you, but you're fast looks like that because we ain't seen you in with nobody. Like, you fast with nobody throwing punches back at your ass. Let me see when you getting punches thrown at you, how fast you are. That's why the better you get with Keem, you know, the better we get more spawn. And we know, because I also don't want you to get in there and be knocked out like Chris Vega, right? Even though that was an evenly matched fight for Jordan because they both was 0-0, he still got knocked out. We have to assume he has power because, man, Vega took 1,000,000 shots from and didn't get knocked. I mean,
he knocked dude out. Like, dude was out on his feet, and then the next punch woke him back up.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. I was like, yo, wow, what the fuck?
And then guess what? And then Chris didn't get knocked out, but with Matt, and there was like 1,000 punches thrown in that fight.
Yeah,
so
he's taking mad punches.
So you gotta watch that fight too, right? Because don't only watch Vega Baker, watch Vega Matt as well, because it will give you something as and you even watch that fight with Baker. His knee was fucked up in that fight. He had the brace.
So, he had the brace, yeah.
So you gotta expect his knee to be a little bit better than that, because that was pre-surgery with fucking he had he wrapped his knee up and then put that big ass brace. Like he wanted to fight. So that's what you got. You got a hungry dude, man. He's hungry. Injury, no injury.
But you sure it's gonna be him though, or it's still in the works? Like,
No, it can be him if you want it. I don't. You guys got to agree. He said yes, but like I said, I know secretly he wants something with more of a name that people know. But at the end of the day, there's nothing there. If he the only thing he can do is not take you and fight Esteban, but Esteban is way more experienced than him.
Yeah, on the bum knee too.
Esteban, Corey, Donnell, all those dudes are too experienced for him. All those dudes are too experienced for Ya. So
Yeah, I got you. With the thing too with I guess the size difference, and Esteban looks more like he's a bigger guy. I thought Jordan, he looks to me more like a 154, 160 because he has some body fat than me. I'm like, I think he could lose some of that, come down to 154, 160. That's to me. So I think that'll be more even match to me.
We gotta ask Jordan that picture that I just posted of him and Cruz, because he wanted that Cruz fight, but Cruz got he might not fight. But in that picture, Jordan looked fucking pretty ripped, man. I wonder if this is a recent picture. You didn't see
right,
it?
right. Yeah, I seen that picture. Eric Cruz.
I guess he ain't ripped. I guess he ain't ripped. You can't see the stomach. I mean, you can't see the abs, but I mean, his biceps look big as hell to be that.
Yeah. I noticed that. He looked bigger. He looked bigger to me.
Shoulders too, man. Motherfucker look pretty mean right here. I don't know. Yeah, nah, for real. Let me screen share this for them. Yeah, he looking all right here, Jordan Baker. But this fight ain't happening, so that opens the door for you. Listen, the beauty is if you think you can take him or you can hang, you gonna make a name regardless, right? Because he has those wins, or that one win, and he's a pound for pound supporter. He calls in, he gifts his boomerang to certain callers. So you beating a name in the community, man. And y'all both from Florida is what I told him. I said, yo, you might as well pick Twin because y'all both from Florida, so y'all both know you for sure have a fight. Sometimes people be like, yo, they take a fight and then they like, yo, Twin, I'm gonna fight you, and then they check them flights from Cali to fucking Florida and they're like, yo, you know what, Twin, I'm not fighting you, and now you trained for nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true, and especially at this time out with the COVID and all that shit, that's true.
You don't want to deal with none of that stuff, man. None of that.
Bird. But Twin, man, thank you. Hit me up if you got any other questions. I'm more than happy to answer. That's one of my fucking loves, is this Border Wars. And what else? That looks like everybody is set. Speaking of Border Wars greatness, what up? Greatness, you in or out?
No greatness. No greatness.
All right, well, that is everybody. That's GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. Listen, there will be a next one. Hopefully, Andrade lets us know, or Andre lets us know that, what time in the evening is good for him, and we're going to get him on tonight And if not, we'll try and set it up for another day. And hopefully there's some breaking news out there for us to come back, because you already know, man. Nes GTO, Instagram and Twitter. But at the end of the day, the kid is...
Nigga X about me, I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler, homie. I'm a hustler.
So, yeah, man, hit me up on the community page. And any news that you think is worthy, let me know. Francis.
Next up, sports talk, yeah, homie, now that's us. You ain't tuning in, then you're hustling backwards. We always keep it poppin', tell your partner to slide through. Every sporting event, hit us up and we got you, cause we what? Next up, next up, yeah, next up.
Yeah, you know what it is, man. We appreciate you very much, man, for, coming in and supporting TBV. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button and the subscribe button on your way out. It's Next Up Sports Talk, NEX, UP Sports Talk, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Check me out. You already know, hit me up.
Untitled today at 7 p.m. Eastern. 7 p.m. Eastern. Patreon memberships. We out.
Yeah.